how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, the text on OBS is broken. I don't really know how to fix it. I tried looking it up. It looks like maybe a bug, but basically none of the text you see on here, the countdown, none of that works. I have the file, it's just not reading it. I tried a couple of quick fixes. I'll need to look into it some more. I don't know. Sometimes it works and other times it doesn't. I have no idea. How you boys all doing though? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a good one, boys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Tonight we got more 5v5 1v1 duels on the evening. Let me get the music back up and running and see if we can get some groups together over in the LFG. Boys, hope all of you are having a good one. By the way, I'm a little late. Diablo apparently is gonna have a weekend in a couple of weeks, but by then 10:01 is gonna be here. Me and my guilders were talking about it, and everybody's like, dude, I want to play, but like I'm gonna be knee deep in 10:1. We're gonna be grinding, we're gonna be progging. It's gonna be it's gonna be possible, man. It's a weekend too. Like that's the perfect time to get the homies all together on one group and just game. So I don't know how that's gonna go at all. Yeah, I've been watching for a long time. If you have any friends from Armenia, tell me if you have any friends from Armenia. Like, do I know somebody from Armenia besides viewers? Nope, not really. I mean, I'm sure I know somebody that maybe lived in Armenia that is initially from Armenia or something. I would have no idea, to be honest. Arud, how you doing, by the way, my guy? Hope you having a good one, man. We got ourselves groups listed over on the live realms. If you guys want to join up, I don't know if anybody started a group yet. I'm just gonna start one just in case. 5v5 1v1 duels. Tonight we're gonna have duels over on the region of NA. What do we got? Boris full? My man's already got a full group. Let's go. My goodness, how you doing, bud? Hope you're having a good one. Did Chicago have a group, or Night King, or anybody over the regulars? Or am I just making a second one, I guess? If you guys need a second group for 5v5 1v1 duels, we got one listed right now, though. If you guys want to join up, group, besides Boris's, is currently available. You guys will find the groups over in the LFG. We have the chat pin at the top if you guys want to use that. But there it is. How you guys all doing? Welcome back, welcome back. Oh, man. Dude, I haven't got to eat anything, and this cup of coffee right here is the first thing that I'm consuming for the day, dude. Probably should at least have water or something. I'm gonna play Max 3 today because I gotta go trap concert later. Okay. We can probably have someone take over for that group. Is it with Chicago? Are you with Chicago by chance? Browse groups. Anybody else putting a group together? No. So our group is going to be the second group. If you guys want to join in, you're more than welcome to right now. The group is listed over in the LFG section. 110 DPS on the first key is a red, bro. Red is so good. So good. I'm with Elite Sham. I don't know who Elite Sham. I think if you have him added, I'm sure I'll have somebody. I'll have one of these boys added. There's a good chance I already do it. I just haven't thought about it at all. There's a good chance that I already have him added, because it's usually the case, honestly. But yo, if you guys want to join in, the group is listed right now in the Raids Legacy section. You'll find the group by going into Dungeons Raids pre-made group custom PvP. Tap in 5 and top of the chat, and you'll be good to go. How you guys all did? Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful evening, though, boys. Yo, this song is kind of, it's like a music video with it. It's kind of sad, man. Dude, just like I think fell out of a window or something for a music video. I mean. Directed by Michael Joseph. That's not a bad song, honestly. Dude, I have a weird start to the day today. Well, I was doing weirder. My monitor decided to go blank for some reason. You guys saw everything? My monitor just went black for no reason, though. Hopefully it won't be a regular thing. Alright, yo, let me see if I can get through my BNet friends. See if I can get some more bodies in here, man. ASAP, I feel like I keep inviting ASAP every single week, but the man is never really able to join us. Casper, was it Casper that invited? No, it was Airless, I think. I did ask Casper last week if he wanted to join in, and he was kind of like, nah. So I don't know if I want to bug him this time around. Does Elliot want to join in? Hold on, let me see if Elliot wants to join in. Hey, Elliot. Elliot, do you by chance want to join 5V5 1v1 Duels this evening? What the hell is out here, dude? I see this red pally just flagging a guy. What are you flagging over here? Dova? Who's that? Move. Is that a human? Death Knight X. I think it's a human. It's so hard to tell. Normally you'll be able to tell, but like part of his body just clipping on the ground. The man is already burying the guy. Body ain't even cold. He's only got this guy a couple of feet on the ground. What the? Also, it was Fame, wasn't it? It was Fame, I think, last time that I asked. Does Kargath want to join him? Hey, Kargath, wanna join Duels this evening? Where's Beastly and all them boys? Are they in the other group already? Then maybe. Kraken, does he want to join in? Sure. Yo, let's get Kargath in here, boys. Awesome, they invite Landis. Landis plays NA? I thought Landis plays EU for some reason. Huh. I thought it was a Ludwig. Let me see if Landis wants to join in. Hey, Landis. Want to join 5V5 1v1 Duels this evening? Let's see what this guy says. Malachi looks like he's on Reaper Blade, getting his revolts done. Chilled. Yo, hey, Chilled. Hey, Chill. You doing duels or just chilling for the night? I want to see if Chillpills wants to join in or not. That or maybe Chillpills is already with the other group, which is a possibility. Does Reverence want to join in? 4 out of 5? Wait a second. I already got a 4 out of 5. Oh, Death Knight, how you doing, my guy? Oh, that's you. Hey, hey, Karg. Hey, Kargath. Apparently, Chill has a 4 out of 5 man group right now. I can see if I can invite you in there. Let's see if both of us can join in. Okay, let me see if I can do that. Hold on. Armadillus, I think he's listed in custom PvP, isn't he? Or not? Hold on, he's in Shadowlands. Wait, no. What is he listed in? Chill, what are you listed in? I'm pretty sure I'll be able to see. Okay, hold on, let me do it like this. Okay, 1 sec. I'll leave, join him, then get you in. That's how we're gonna do it. Because I have your name right here, Kargath, so I can get you in easily. So let me be right back real quick. Invite me. I got you +1. Here we go. Yo, Dala, what's up, Carl? How you doing, man? Hope you have a good one, my guy. Trying to get some 5V5 1v1 groups together, boys. Yo, if Chillpills invites me, then I invite Kargath and he is in, and then we're good to go. That'll work out. Invite me, my guy. Because I don't know where you're listed, Chill. You're probably doing custom PvP, but that means I'm only seeing... I can't see Alliance custom... There we go. I can't see Alliance custom PvP. Let me see if I can suggest an invite, because that'll work out. So this Kargath is in, then we're good to go. Because Boris got a group, Chill got a group, had a minimum item level on. Oh, that might be it actually. Yeah, that would do it. Yeah, because my item level, yeah, he did nothing. I'm pre-made where? I'm trying to see if I can suggest an invite. Swap to raid. To raid. Once you swap it to raid, I can invite him, because now we got a 5-man in here. You can farm a mythic sepulcher? Yeah, I feel it. That's a new molten core, man. There's no way you can confuse that one. That's a new like molten core. Like who's gonna need a 5-man party for a molten core? But yeah, if you switch it over to raid, if you click your unit frame, there should be a setting somewhere towards the bottom, like swap to party to a raid or vice versa. That'll probably do it. There we go. Now I can invite Kargath. Beautiful. Now we got ourselves some 5-man, boys. Let's go, dude. Okay. So, you guys are good then. You guys can delist and all that good stuff. Alrighty. Let me know when you're good to go, my guy. Night King and Boris. 5. Let's do good old Nagrand, man. I don't think we even got to do Nagrand last night. Or did we? No, I don't think we got to do Nagrand at all. That's a little unfortunate, actually. Where's my Nagrand, dude? A guy left. Crap. Unforge. Boris. Needs a +1. Boris, what do you have the noob listed at, by the way? Wait, I good? I got 5? Okay. Good. Let's go. We should be good, hopefully, chat. Declined. Not the grand? Isn't the grand bad? You guys want to do another one, maybe? I'm gonna try it one more time. Declined. Set back left. Okay. Who? Okay, so Shupos does have a group, boys. If you guys need a +1, Reverence, Kargath are in there, Night King are in there. Okay. So we got a group, boys. If you guys want to join up, one is up there right now for Raids Legacy. Just type in 5 in the chat. It should be able to find it quite easily. I do want to see who do we have in here tonight. Who else can I invite? I don't know if Seawork is in any groups or not. I do want to get my boy Seawork if I can. Well, damn, cat's out of the bag. Are you back, my guy? Are you Paladin or are you Warlock again? Hi, Dal. Hi. You think you're gonna sneak by me, man? I'm a rogue main. I know everything about being sneaky. Does War maybe want to join in? Potentially, I could ask War. Hey, War, wanna join 5V5 1v1 DUELS group? You were in the group and you didn't see me? Well, I didn't. I saw you were online, and then when I moused over, I saw the name Reverence. But yes, when I was on the thing, I did not realize who you were. I just wanted to pop in, get Kargath in there, and then bailed out. I wasn't really like looking closely. I'm here. It was set back. They switched me to the other group. I'm here. It's set back. They switched me to the other group. But Boris picked up setback, so you left Night Kings and you went to Boris. Wait, you guys decided to switch? Is that what it's supposed to be? Because Boris said he lost the guy and then was like, wait, we're good to go. He's on my team. Okay. All right. Interesting. No, thank you. All good, War. All good, friend. I guess I could ask Winix if they want to join in, maybe? I don't remember Winix. Hey, Winix. Would you be interested in joining 5V5 1v1 Duels this weekend? Oh, his damn keys? I feel ya, dude. I feel ya. Season is almost over. Yeah, I feel ya. This is where you want to do the grind, get all your rating, get all the rewards before the season is gone. Yeah, I feel you on that, honestly. I think getting the portals is going to be huge. Especially, like, depending... Well, I guess we do know already where the dungeons are going to be for the next set of dungeons. But, like... some of the portals you have, like, can you still... You can make it pretty... I was going to say pretty close to Null Slayer, can't you? But nah, it's still going to take a little bit of a flight. Yeah, I feel like getting a port for Null Slayer is going to be one of those unideal ones. But also Uldaman. The faster you can get those two, they'll be fine. The rest of them are pretty accessible. Even bracket height, like you can port to like Azure Vault Flight to bracket height. I mean, it's a nice little port over there. Nice little bit of movement. Nice little bit of a travel time saved. But I feel you, boys. I feel you in that. It is one of those, like, at the end of the patch, you're either grinding or you're either chilling. And some people hard chilling, other people hard grinding. Does Race Flavor of the Month want to join in? Chilpa's got a 5-man. No mind, we're all good to go. Let me see if I can get the group up and running in the grand tonight, boys. Let's get all of y'all in here. Hell yes, boys. The grand, beautiful. Beautiful. Hope all of you have a good one, by the way, man. Yo, let me know how the audio is, by the way, chat. I don't know if it's loud or not. Hopefully it's not too loud. Also, that is a lot of, I wouldn't say lag, but it's still just frame drops because it's like a background FPS cap or something more than anything. Alrighty, boys, we got ourselves hopefully a 5-man group over in Team 1 as well as Team 2. So Twitch. Let me actually turn on the fan real quick, by the way, because it's been stuffy in my rooms. Alrighty. Oh, this is beautiful. Hope everybody's feeling good one, by the way, man. Yo, hopefully you guys are all doing good with all the heat out there. We got ourselves Team 1 together with Chill Pills. They're missing one, but my man Chilled is over here with Death as well. Both is Frosty Menaces. Reverend's gonna be coming back as a human Warlock this time around. Got a little bit of like a Van Cleef-esque set going on, plus the Warlock shoulders. Inca Death, it's going to be first up, going for Shadow Strikes back-to-back. Big secret technique is Reverend trying to see if he can maybe potentially survive it. Is going to be going for, are you playing with a Succubus? Is that a Succubus that I saw? It is a Succubus. That was exactly what the Rogue is. It's chasing right after him, but he can't really touch him. Does the Rogue realize the Succubus is right on ya? If Reverend is careful, he may know exactly what, he actually knows exactly where the Rogue is at. It's like cheating, but he couldn't really take advantage of it whatsoever. Succubus, you see, immediately after that kid shot, the Rogue no longer has a trinket, so there's a potential opportunity for Reverend to slam out some chaos bolts. Does definitely need to get himself some crowd control, mortal coil, potentially maybe a few off of that. Incinerates is going to be mad damage onto the Rogue, into a port, into yet another Incinerate. The Rogue goes in for a quick vanish, but does get hit with a slow from the Succubus, going back in, opener onto Reverend. Does he have himself the Succubus? You see, on that kid shot, it is perfect, as the Rogue does end up getting himself quite a bit of recovery, blindness to Reverence, as he's trying to maybe go for a bit of a reset gouge onto the Succubus. Does not have stuns anymore. Does he go for the sap? He can't. He's in combat with the Succubus. Oh my goodness, big secret technique by the Rogue. Reverend's able to deny the damage from it quite well. It's going to be a quick interrupt miss by the Rogue. He still has a down on him, vanishes out, so maybe we'll still be caught out in the open. Does have the Succubus in a good spot, could go for the CC, prevented the Rogues go every single time. Man, the Warlocks, every time the Rogue was have a proper go, he can just deny it. Soulfire, mad damage, Inca-Death with no health, does get hit with an execute, more Shadowbirds, more conflagrations. Incinerate is going to be able to take him down, and then there's going to be Reverence taking him out. Well done, well done. With setback, looking to maybe deny a setback for Reverence, wants to get back in there and potentially blast him out as a fiery mage. Reverence is going back up with some cooldowns too, with Dark back coming in very, oh, does end up going in for the second CC last second, actually getting knocked over the ring, actually denying the CC into a reflect on the G-Pie. Mad damage on the setback. My man literally living up to the setback. Wait a second, does go for the ultra time, maybe goes in for an ice block. Looks like even though Reverence was able to counter a lot of his opener, setback is still able to puncture through his defenses into second CC so far to follow. Is it going to be potentially an ice block? May just want to go for it. Mad damage. It's going to be a chaos bolt. Does go for the interrupt into Reverence. Does not have a reflector or anything. Need to get out of there. G-Fire while moving. What is this? Oh my god. Wait, could go down either way. Succubus may take you out. Ice block may need to be necessary here. Into a conflagration, into a bit of a cauterize. Ice block to follow. Reverence has no help whatsoever. Needs a heal. No more to call for a bit. Does he have a Hellstone? This man is in trouble. This man is in trouble. Has Reflect coming back up very, very soon. Can use Reflect. May want to use it aggressively. Reflect, Mortal Coil immediately. Succubus CC. Reflect now. Oh my god. He didn't realize Setback was just going to go for that Undead Racial to break out of the Succubus charm. My goodness. G-Fire while moving. What is this? Into a ring of fire. Tuna is going to take a lot of damage. Big bowling ball rolling after him. More Pyroblast flying in. This is going to be a bit of an alt time for Setback. He knows that the Mage is going to port back. Mage go for a bubble right here. Does go for the bubble. The Mage is going to be able to reposition entirely away from the guy. Into a ring of frost. That was incredible. Honestly, I felt like the Mage walked in and Reverence was able to really counter him pretty well, but the Mage still somehow, I don't even know how you were able to puncture through those defenses. I have no clue. Hopefully Tuna is counting his Licky Stripes. Maybe he slotted in that Spell Warden instead of the plain Blessing of Protection. Is going to be able to try to go for a big G5 while moving. Isn't able to do so. Is going to be a blind or trinket, no, blink out of that stun immediately. Got himself big combustion, maybe big damage on Tuna. Does Tuna have an answer here? Is that going to be potential for Barons? Knockback for a second. Does have all the time in order to maintain himself as best as possible. Does he have enough health in order to maintain himself though? Decent enough health. Tuna with a Hand of Freedom. Trying to see if he can catch up to Setback. Got himself a little little bit of healing. Setback with an invis, just trying to go for a bit of a resetty. As Tuna looking to go for a bit of a resetty as well behind the pillar. Setback immediately sitting down, gonna be Ring of Frost. Does Tuna run into it? May just want to do it, maybe not. He does have fire burning on him, so you could run in, thaw himself off immediately. He's gonna have to deal with a slow, but otherwise, it's not in a terrible spot. Does have a little bit of range damage towards Setback. He's gonna be able to wait out until Ring is gone. G-Pie is coming up, but it's not gonna be able to finish. Oh, it's such a long cast, but being able to move while casting G-Pie, it is hilarious. Into a full stun blink by Setback, maybe in a bit of trouble. Could be in a bad spot. Does not have the cooldown reduction, or does not have a cheat death anymore. Does he have ice block? No! Tuna does end up taking him out. That is so close. Oh my goodness. And black, is this supposed to be a black milk? I'm gonna guess black milk is gonna be up next. Trying to see if we can maybe take down Tuna. Milk is gonna, I guess it was running Blessing of Protection there, wasn't he? Milk was able to wait it out a little bit long enough. But he is playing into a full Fury Warrior. Now, Tuna has no ways to prevent the damage from this Furious Warrior. Big burst with the Avatar. Big roar from the Dragon's Rage. Got himself massively. Tuna actually cheatsy doodling a little bit with the gate. We don't really enjoy when people take the gate. In most cases, that's usually set up for the Warlocks and Warlocks alone, but Tuna is going to end up cheesing it out a little bit. Does give him a little bit of survivability. Milk trying to see if he can maintain the pressure on Tuna. Does not want to let him escape. Is going to get yoinked in by Chillpills immediately. Is that going to be a potentially one-shot by Chills? Trying to see if he can go for a grippy hand. Fear by the Warrior is going to be able to slam him down. Full stun, obliterates back to back. Stun to follow. Yet another obliterate before the execute could even go through, as Elite Shaman is going to be up next. Try to see if he can dot up Chillpills with a light lasso immediately. IBF for the Chillpills to break out of those bonds. Immediate wall for Elite Shaman as he's playing that Ascendance Elemental. Playing like a proper Ascendance, but are you Enhancement? You are Enhancement. I was thinking for a second, because Enhancement Ascendance makes sense. Elemental Ascendance does not. Massive damage on Chillpills though. It's going to have a little bit of the Counter-Strike Totem around the corner, so he wants to try to see if he can evade the Shaman as well as the Counter-Strike Totem. It's going to be massive Wind Strikes back to back. It's going to be a dome. Maybe can prevent some of the match damage from Elite Shaman, but he's able to puncture through Chillpills' defenses quite a bit. 30% dampening is going to make it much, much harder for the Death to potentially make a return here. Unless he's got some cooldowns and maybe a blind as well as a stun. That's like the only way I think Chillpills maybe comes back out of this one alive. Elite Shaman otherwise has a lot of damage. You can just pierce right through the armor. Physical damage as well as magical. So a good mix. Light Lasso Chillpills is able to break out of it. Stun into Elite Shaman. Try to see if he can knock him back. Doesn't go far at all. Try to go for back-to-back obliterates. Shrink it out of Elite Shaman. Trying to go for recovery. Yet second stun. Oh, and Chillpills does let him capitalize it with another head-splitting obliterate to follow. Sakua gonna be up next as a Pandera. Monkus with a Alexa with the Chillpills got nothing left. It's gonna go for the blind last second. Trick out of Sakua. Try to see if he can maximize damage, but it's gonna be disarm on Chillpills. Did still take back-to-back obliterates from the death. And either way, the Chillpills try to see if he can deny the victory for the Monkus. But he knows he's down defensives. He has some Dark Pack, that's about it. Dark Pack will at least be able to give you a little bit of health, but it won't really let you heal for a good moment. So you gotta use it very, very carefully, because if you use Dark Pack, that means the enemy can put in pressure into you. Yes, you got a lot of health, but now you can't heal. You are limited on what you can do. In capital Chillpills for a second. Does have AMS coming back up. Maybe could use AMS for like Karma potentially, or the Zuen. Definitely needs to save it. Does have some coolers going back up. Sakuna no longer has a trinket. That is an advantage for Chillpills. Try to see if he can go for a more Swincher. Definitely needs to pre-Karma. There's double Zuen on Chillpills. That's gonna do a lot of damage. He needs an AMS. Does get the AMS back-to-back obliterates. Oh my god, the obliterates. Is he just gonna keep trucking him with a blitz? Maybe until yet another stun. Chillpills with a dark pack. Oh, he does come out on top of this one. Stun last second, living through that karma. He gave himself another elbow dark pack, trying to see if he can raise that karma that's trying to whittle him down little by little. My goodness, that was, you had to go for it. It was one of those situations where you're probably dead, but you just gotta go for it. One or more Swincher into full Strangulate, got the back-to-back blitz, and trusted himself to hold onto Death Pact until the last second just to give himself a little bit extra health. He knows it's gonna be end. He's probably gonna die. Just give himself a little bit extra health to work with, just to take him out. Well done, well done. Let's get ourselves another going here, boys, yeah? I really want to get a rematch between the Warlock and the Mage. By the way, both groups ready? Are both groups ready? Because we can go in Mas. Blade's Edge, so we can give these casters a proper chance here. Dad, don't try to get yourself killed out of here, man. You stay safe, you know what I mean? Keep yourself safe, guy. Try to see if we can get another one going. Maybe it'll be good. My man is switching. Okay, it's all good, Boris. I'll wait. Boris is swapping over. Hello, Dal. What's up, Shane? I did my man. Unending Resolve is literally the worst. Button does nothing but prevent you from being kicked. It says it gives 40% DR, but you can't tell. True. At some points, I do kind of agree with your reverence. It is very, very short-lived, though. I feel like it's... it compared to Dark Pact, which you can, like, see the shielding aspect of it, the Unending Resolve, to some degree, I can agree. To some degree, I can definitely agree. Going with monk because I'm learning. Go for it. Yeah, that's fine. Go for it. If you guys want to give it a chance at another character, more than welcome to. Why did I get poisoned by a rogue? Here, piggy. Sorry. Your sacrifice will at least not be in vain. Appreciate your service. Full. Okay, good. We're good to go then. We'll do Blades Edge Arena to give these casters a chance here. Yeah. I think it'll be fair. Alrighty. Hope all of you are having a good one, by the way. Did you just salute a boar? I did. I did. It's a little boar, right? He's just got absolutely obliterated. Took like 12 million damage in a single fell rush. But I killed him just so I can kiss him in the soul so I don't die. So, of course I'm going to salute a boar. Thank you for your service. He served his purpose. He doesn't have to get killed by a max level player, obliterated for his entire hull bar. You know what I mean? So, I feel bad. It's kind of like when you're out in the open world and you accidentally kill a cute critter and you just feel bad about it. It's how I deal with it. Thank you for your service. At least it's a cause. So Twitch. Got ourselves team 2 together with Elite Shaman as an enhancement Shaman. So I don't say Troll Shaman's that much PvP that more, honestly. I wish there's some more of them. Got ourselves free bands joining in as an affliction. Well, I like the mug. Look at this thing, dude. It's kind of like a... Oh, how do you explain this? It's like a... I don't really know. I don't know why I'm thinking like Legend of Zelda with the Garuda or whatever, like with the mask and all that, and the clothy look. I like it though. Gonna be Reverence, trying to see if you can just blast out free bands. The free bands got full down to the Reverence, into full Darkly UA, trying to see if we can get established onto the Succubus as well. Free bands is taking a little bit of damage though from a distance. The dots are burning him down. All that damage from the Succubus as well. Dude, work. Reverence is able to dome himself for a good bit, trying to see if we can prevent some damage from free bands. And free bands trying to see if we can get some dot damage pressure, rolling into Reverence as well. Both of them get it CC'd. Second is TK's ball fly down for Reverence. Maybe a lot of damage. Wall up for free man, just trying to reduce as much damage as he can. Still taking a lot of hits. Reverence though is melting down with these dots little by little. He's taking quite a bit of damage. Soul Rod for Brief Bands for a second. Drain Light to follow, trying to see if he can recover some health. Does he get to? Ends up going for the Warlock Hellstone. Either way though, trying to go for Malefic Rapture. Is able to deal damage to Reverence from a distance. Malefic Rapture technically does not have a max range at all. So if you dot somebody, as long as you have line inside of them, you should be able to do some damage to them. Reverence with a big soul fire, try to see if you can burn down free beds with an immolate right around the corner right after. Mortical getting said, but somehow avoids it. Were you? No, it wasn't Mortical. It was free bands. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, so Mortical and that ability has a bit of a same animation, but it was free bands loading up the Succubus and then using like Soul Swap, I think, to take the dots off of the Succubus and apply it onto Reverence. Does let him juke it out a kick. Actually, free to cast Reverence does have a reflect. It's going to be dots reflected back to free bands. Mortical and Reverence does send a Mortical and free bands as well. Free bands may be in a little bit of trouble. One more execute is necessary. One more incinerate. Mages do it. Does it, burning him down with Reverence taking him out. Well done, well done. Sakuna, the monk, is going to be up next, however. Got a lot of mobility, lots of control, trying to see if they can find himself a better angle. Does not want to run out of Reverence without line of sight. Wants to make sure when they approach, they're using mobility. Reverence trying to burn him down. Going to be Succubus CC immediately. Sakuna just going to trinket. Leg sweep on both of them. Is going to be Reverence, I think, jumping down. Trying to go for a port. Sakuna knows exactly what to expect. Does he have a port of his own? He does. So you try to see if he can stay on top of Reverence as they try to cut him out. Will they be able to roll? By Sakuna able to close the gap very quickly. Does he go maybe for the gateway? Trying to go for a fear while walls up. That's about all he can really do. Soul Fire after. Definitely needs to go for some healing. Big damage on the monk. Wait a second. Mortal Code to follow up. Might just want to go for. Do you just burn him through the karma? There's no way you just burn him through karma. Reflect down for a second. That's going to be ringing boopity bob. Succubus CC. Reverence still taking lots of damage from the karma. Could be. Oh, I think just gun down to the karma. That is so much damage. All of us took down the monk too. Just fought right through and decided I'm just gonna blast him out as hard as I can. My goodness. with Chupos charging out towards Sakuna as they do get himself a dampened harm. That was a really close one for the Warlock, honestly. That was rough, man. It was so close. Stun into Sakuna, nowhere he could go. Just out of options because Reverence did end up burning through every single one of his defensives. Elite Shaman gonna be up next. Got himself a grounding totem together with a counter-strike totem too. Is going to be able to reflect some damage back to Chupos, though he does end up focusing down to eliminate it. Light lassos, the grippy hand comes out. Elite Shaman trying to see if he can maybe get some cooldowns rolling in. Going to be AMS for Chupos, trying to see if he can deny any match damage, but also the capacity to stun initially. Elite Shaman does maintain himself quite a bit here. Going to be Chupos rotating cooldowns. Doesn't have offensives really to keep going, so he's trying to see if he can give himself a little bit of that sustainability by rotating defenses back to back. Elite Shaman with a full wall, does have himself a sentence to the ready. Massive blast on the Chupos. Chupos looking for a full recovery, taking those massive wood strikes back to back. Does have a death back in case he ever needs to. He's just going to rotate through every single defensive, every single heal. Ledgeborn, big emergency heal, trying to see if he can steal some health back from Elite Shaman. Knock back. Oh! Threaded the needle. Elite Shaman actually gave himself a lot of breathing room there with that knockback. Chupos could still be in a lot of trouble. Looks like he wants to turn it around back onto the Shaman. The silence the last second. Just kept going for the obliterates back to back. Once he has those kill him and shoot procs, he wants to stay in on those as best as he can. Oh my goodness. Set back. One of the two mages left over for the team 2. Can these mages go through the team of 2 Death Knights, 1 Evoker, 1 Paladin? Greater Pyro in the opener into a Ring of Fire right after. Sit back, try to see if he can maybe get some damage to Chupos. It's going to be burning quite a bit though. Whether with the combustion, let's try to see if he can Pyro Blast him down. But also that the ring as well as the, what is it? Immolate. No. Ignite. Ignite also burning him down little by little. This is what Chupos definitely used to go for as much recovery as possible. It's going to be checking for setback, trying to see if we can deny letting Chupos just carve death strikes off of him bit by bit. Maybe MS for Chupos burn through very quickly. Potentially, maybe IBF. Chupos not in a great spot right now. Let's try to see if he can fight through setback. Doesn't trap him on fire. Setback could go for an Icebuck. May just want to. Doesn't go for the Icebuck before the cauterize procs. He doesn't want to give up Icebuck and cauterize, but Chupos is out here just waiting for him. I think he's got a silence ready for the guy. And he's just waiting for the second. Is going to try to go for Death Strike. Breath into a freeze. Almost catches him. Greater Pyro. Maybe it stops it. Stun to follow. It's going to be grippy. Silence right after. Setback doesn't really have much to work with here. He does have a cheat death. He does have a cheat death. Freeze onto Chupos. Able to get himself a proper go. Big G pie. I think it might be over. Ring of Fire. There's nothing Chupos going to do. AMS in it. Is that enough though? IBF. Barely able to live it. Dome. Maybe that'll give you a little bit of survivability. Yoinking it back over. It's going to be all the time for setback in case he's ever in trouble. Does not have a cheat death anymore. Cauterize. No, he still does. He still does have cheat death. Cauterize is still at the ready. In case he ever needs to, he could always cauterize the wounds. Chupos summon up the ghoul just to sacrifice it immediately. And all we saw is just a green puddle spawn in, just plop all over the arena floor. Setback, maybe, in a bit of trouble. G-Pie, does he get the angle? Does he get to do it? AMS from Chupos? No, he doesn't have it. Big damage on Chupos. Does have mad execute? Maybe. Oh my goodness, Deathback is the one that's keeping him alive. Setback, no longer has a cauterize. That was his big defensive go. Does have combustion. Is it enough though? Pyroblast through the AMS. Is he able to break past those defenses? Interrupted for a second. Does he have any CC, any defensive whatsoever? Chupos with a death call at the end. Oh my god. Death called him at the end. I can't believe it. That is incredible. That was such a close match. It could be anyone's game, honestly. But that could have been anybody's game just there. That was incredibly close. I feel like in a different arena or different matchup slightly, maybe with a different set of cooldowns, like if just one more proc, if the mage just had one extra proc or something, that would have been great. We almost had him too. G-Wiz is going to be up next. It's the Frosty this time. Frost Mage versus Frost Death Knight. Chupos is going to have to see if he can maybe outmatch the Frost for Frost this time around. Can the Icy Obliterate break past the Icy Glacial Spikes? Or Lances? I don't even know if this guy's good at spiking. Let's go with Lances. Rooting for the Frost? Yeah, exactly. If you're rooting for the Frost wins this one. Yeah, my money's on the Frost. The Frost one. Which one? Yes. Take your bets, boys. You can't lose this one. G-Wiz trying to see if he can get an angle. The only way he loses it is G-Wiz maybe kills him with like a fire blast or something. That's like the only way you lose that bad. AMS up for Chupos. Got himself a bit of a cover. Stun on G-Wiz. Trying to see if he can maybe go for a blink. Does he go for a blink? He looks like maybe playing Shimmer, not blink. Ultrasound for G-Wiz. Got himself plenty of defense. Chupos did take a lot of damage in that encounter though. AMS was not enough to keep him alive though. Does have IBF as well as AMZ. Gonna be the Icebug. G-Wiz does end up burning what looks like a what looked like an ult time, but I think it was just a random proc for one of his talents. Knocked back by Juwiz, trying to see if he can spike past Shieldpill's armor. And the man is waiting 9 seconds, 8 seconds until he can get himself AMS. Does disrupt a Juwiz on the shifting power. Tried to deny any kind of cooldown reduction for the Mage. Maybe a bold move, but I think it's the correct move. Wraithwalk to break out over the root. Gonna be a grip onto the Mage. Does end up going for that cheat death mechanic where he's trying to see if he can steal some health from Juwiz. Is able to connect. All the time up for the Mage. Should be able to play to get healthy, but they'll blitz a cracker. Oh my god, those are blitz actually just cracked his defenses before he can even press all the time. Between that stun. Wait, he had a trinket. Maybe he was thinking, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. Wow. It might have been one of the situations. Chill pills with 4? Okay, chill pills. We might just have to ban my man chill pills. Frost DK, obviously insane. Obviously the strongest class in the game. We'll see though. Oh my goodness. Hey Death, yo, keep yourself alive, man. Don't do it. Voluntary, stop it. Leave him alone, please. Run. Oh no, you got your blood up. Oh please no, you can. Oh, so close. Oh, these two with bleeds. Come on, man. 2v1, what do you mean? Dead. Alrighty boys, let's get another going. Yeah, Boris, chill. Let me know if you guys are ready. We'll get another one going. That was intense. That Mage, dude. I love the fact that they're trying to make that G-Pie. Who just made a sound? Was it an otter? Yeah, I still gotta get myself an otter mount. To left, Boris needs a couple more boys. Where is Boris's group listed? Boris is listed over in the raids legacy section, boys. If you guys are interested in joining the 5v5 1v1 duels, Boris got 2 spots already. If you guys want to join him, check out the LFG. Go to the Dungeons and Raids tab for well, I guess the LFG panel, right? Is that what you call it? Hit I on your keyboard. That's the default keybind to bring up Dungeons and Raids. Go into Dungeons and Raids section, pre-made group, custom or legacy raids. For me, it's Sesame Challenge, but for you guys, legacy raids, hit 5 on the keyboard, and the group is right there. Everybody's welcome to join. Crossfire Deacon, nerf everything else. Honestly, buff Outlaw Rogue, nerf everything else. I have spoken. Rooting for lead buff Frost, get Billy Frost lost. I know, right? How did Frost win and lose in a single game? Blizzard, what is this video game? I wonder if I could also win any duels as Frost and practice a little bit. Yeah, SNF, I think honestly, you'd be perfectly fine, my guy. Nerf everything, full stop. Just nerf everything. Yes, nerf everybody except me. But yeah, no, seriously, just nerf everybody. Nerf all the encounters. Make the highest DPS ever 5. Like 1 DPS is like a hit. When you hit somebody for 1, it's like a lot of damage. 5 Destro defenses. I'm not. Does Destro have worse defense than the other specs by the way, reverence? Is there anything like that the other specs do that Destro is like weaker at? Everybody, yo! On pre-made wear swap with the other team so I can play. Wait. Did you leave Team Chills? Because Boris just filled. Yeah. Boris just filled. Death. Why don't they just have you go first or something so you get a chance? Okay. Are we good? Chills, let me know if you're good to go. Just as a mad moral tech element for you. Oh, you mean like with Havoc? It kind of works, but in a 1v1 situation, you don't really get value from it. 40% with Havoc? Yeah. But I do wonder, like, does Destro have any worse defenses or any, like, weaker defenses than the other specs? Because I know, like, for a good bit, Demonology has had an advantage. Is Elemental good on 1v1? Yes, actually, Mateo. They are actually surprisingly pretty good. They're not, like, the strongest caster for 1v1. I don't even know, I think Warlock, like, Demonology, as well as, like, maybe Mages, like, Arcane to some degree. Maybe, like, PM Hunter can be really good on 1v1. Revendare! We have all the old school boys coming back in. Ah, this is so cool, man. We're seeing all the old school names, and I'm in love with that, man. I'm in love with it. Yeah, LA is actually really good. You have knockbacks. You have a short interrupt. You have stun. You have a lot of control for the melee where you can keep booping them around, and quite a bit of self-healing as well. The damage you have is also like very, very unpredictable. So it's not like the enemy can like really know when Shaman is gonna have a big go. You have a go technical with Primordial, Stormkeeper, But like a random proc of Lava Burst could just give you a big go, and a massive crit from Earthshock could just really let you just win. So it's interesting. It definitely is an interesting situation to be in, to say the least. Alrighty, boys. Switch. Got us as Team 2 together with Elite Shaman on the enhancement. We got Wiz on the Frosty Mage. Revendare joining back in as a Beastmaster Hunter. And it's going to be first up. Set back over in the back, and Demoniac on the team as well. I like the look, actually. Look at that. You look insane, and you got a really cool. I like the blaze too. Absolutely madman over here. I'm not a big fan of you. What looks like you're wearing kind of like a diaper-esque thing. But otherwise, it looks great. Death Knight gotta be first up. I just realized the name is just Death King. Death King, not just a knight, but a king. Trick it out over there immediately. Death King taking a lot of damage though. Is gonna be silenced out after. Maybe in a bit of trouble. Deathback gonna use it up, trying to see if he can stun onto Revendare. Definitely needs to go for as much survivability as he can. But the AMS is only gonna prevent so much with Revendare. Just sending out the army of pets. Actually, that is a lot of pets. Look at that. Double Eagle. Wait, double eagle is, double raven is your base set of pets. So you had like at least 2 somewhat additional pets. Gonna be Spino for City up first. Got himself what looks like trying to go for a bit of a shroud in order to give himself CC immunity. It looks like it's gonna go for the nullifying shroud, trying to make sure he got himself a little bit of CC protection, trying to get an angle onto Revendare. As long as he got himself disintegrated, he'll be okay. Trying to go for a sleep, unable to really go for it. He's gonna get a receipt back up again. Maybe big damage combo, trying to go for 30 surge. Is it gonna be enough right now? Big, oh, deep breath doesn't quite connect. As Revendare does go in for a shuttle shell, trying to deny the dragon any damage. Massive disintegrate, doing a lot of damage to Revendare. Isn't enough though. Is gonna have to go for a little bit of self-healing as the death chakra is upon him. He's got himself a bit of healing. Explosive shot up for Revendare, trying to see if he can maybe get himself a big combo onto a Spino. Wait, was that an explosive shot? I guess it wasn't an explosive shot. Freeze onto the dragon. Revendare trying to go for a bit of a biting shot. Spino can't really go anywhere. Does try to go for line of sight. Revendare does not have a good angle, but the pets are on him. And the dragon trying to see if he can go for a little bit of recovery. Maybe he can go for a good go. Does still hold on to a mastery buff. Is going to go for the big go. Maybe potentially a good setup here. Does have a wall for this one. Trying to build up some resources. Revendare going for the void of trying to see if he can avoid him. Mad shatter onto Revendare, but the steel trap is going to stop him in place. Unable to maximize the shatter value. Wants to go for the fire breath, but can't really get a good angle versus Revendare. Is going to mount up instead. Revendare with a freezer on top of it is going to force a trick out of Spino with a disintegrate. Big weight of deep breath right after. Maybe fire breath. Does have a fire breath. I think it's over for Revendare. Oh, the Spino does let him taking him out. I feel like it's been a bit since we've seen Evoker. With a rogue charging up next, got himself a Garrod, playing assassination, full kidney shot onto Spino. Spino doesn't really have an answer here. Can go to remove the dodge though, but may want to wait until he sees a death mark out of the rogue. Disintegrate, try to give himself a little bit of mobility. Sleepwalker to the rogue, could go for the undead ratio to remove the sleep. Is actually going to end up using the undead ratio to remove the sleep. Shroud out for Spino, trying to see if he can get himself a bit of CC immunity. At least does not have to worry about kidney shots for a good bit. Disintegrate, maybe could be an interrupt out of Demonic. Does go for the interrupt. Living Flame, why he's got mobility. Maybe he can get himself some value. Is going to go for some survivability. Wall on top of it, so at least he cannot be interrupted. Trying to go for as much recovery as he can. I don't really know what else Spino can really do. The rogue is just tearing right through the Evoker, ripping right past him into a quick run, trying to go for a bit of survivability. Is it going to be enough though? The man is just spent of everything. Maybe Sleepwalk does get interrupted. Deep breath, trying to see if he can back away, just flying away, but it's going to be spiked right against the wall. Trying to step by the rogue is going to go for the quick Envenom, just letting the dots of the poisons rip apart the Evoker. That is rough. Held on to his death mark because he knows the Evoker is just going to remove it anyway. Which is an interesting move. Tuna is going to be up next. Now the rest of the other band. I don't think we're banning the rest for the day, but we'll see how it goes though. Demonic is going to have to see if he can fight a red. I mean, if they see like Tuna for some reason running around, but last of these boys obliterating everybody, maybe we might sit reds, but they did get a couple of nerfs back to back in a row. That was full cooldowns on a Tuna. Blind by the rogue, trying to go for a bit of recovery right now, and I think he's just going to avoid Tuna. Why he's got a full cooldowns. Also, the range on that sap is kind of ridiculous, isn't it? The acrobatic strikes on sub-rogues and assassination rogues actually helps out quite a bit, doesn't it? Trinket immediately for Tuna, as he does get hit with a Garrod. I think can a shot opener? Might have been. Is it going to be a full death mark? Tuna does not really have an answer for this one unless he goes for a bubble or bob. Maybe a cloak of shadows for Demonic. Does have an evasion. Wants to see if he can avoid Tuna. Mad Judgment's going to throw it in. Got himself some spikes. Tuna could go down here. Dots are melting him down right now. I don't know if Demonic wants to get back in over there. Definitely wants to get an interrupt on Tuna if he can get a chance. Get a shot, definitely gonna force out something out of him. Wall, maybe a bubble on top of it. Tuna super low in health. Garrote to follow, does go for the bubble. Demoniac getting him with a hot, just cloak of shadows out of it with a trinket, trying to see if he can deny Tuna any more damage. And actually was so close to dead, but doesn't go down just yet. Tuna did end up using one of his bigger defenses though. Got himself that Wake of Ashes just to generate a bunch of resources with a sap by the road to hopefully get himself a better angle, better opener on the guy. Got himself yet another kidney. Most likely going to be Blessing Protection this time around, right? Demoniac just tried to see if he can maybe dot him and then walk away. I think that's his plan. It just let the dots rod the guy. Lay on hands just got used. I don't know if Demoniac has anything here. Looks like he does not. He doesn't want to get in there. If you did not get to shot the guy in the opener for some reason, right? Maybe like cheap shot him, go roll, get the dots or whatever, back away, and you see laying hands, that's where you're like, okay, waiting for DR, immediate kidney, lock him down, that's where we get the kill. Garrote, kidney shot yet again. Is Forbearance going to be up? Is the man going to be able to use Blessing Protection, or is he done with? Shield of Evidence should give him a little survivability. Poison Bomb is going to drop himself down quite a bit though, but it's not really able to singe through the shield just yet. She's going to try to see if he can maintain himself. Definitely is going to have a ball back up for this one. So Demoniac hopefully has an answer. He does have a cheat death. That's about all he's got. Because Blessing Protection is going to prevent a lot of your damage. Unless you can somehow just keep Poison Tuna. Immediate Blessing Protection before even a kidney shot comes out for Demoniac. Has a comp points built up from before. He could go for a kidney shot to lock down Tuna. I think it could be over for this Paladin. Would that become back up in like 10 seconds? I think you just maybe just want to wait out for Deathmark, right? Tuna does end up going for quite a lot of recovery though. 31% dampener. We will see if this man ends up coming out of this one on top or not. Demoniac has him, I think, at a good angle. As soon as consecration is over, he could give himself a proper opener. There goes the fade. Garrote, trying to make sure he gives himself a proper kidney shot. Proper kidney. Tuna, maybe go for the Dark Iron Racial. Does go for the wall. Definitely needs to go for the Dark Iron Racial if you have one. There goes the Dark Iron. Oh, Dark Iron Racial? Looks like you are a Dark Iron. For some reason, I thought you were a normal dwarf. Yeah, I thought you were just a dwarf. Okay. Did I say Dark Iron Racial? When I say... I might have got so confused, man. Every time I think of dwarves, I think of Dark Iron, but I thought he was a normal dwarf. I was thinking like the stone form racial. Kidney shot onto Tuna yet again. Demoniac got nothing to deal with besides a Paladin who's ready to go counter-offensive blind. Demoniac open to go for a bit of recovery. Does he have a stun? Is going to be able to break Demoniac out of the blind. Got himself a big Wake of Ashes, shield events at the ready. Trying to see if he can maximize some damage. Demoniac getting kind of low in health. Trying to see if he can punch him right through the defense of the Paladin. Doesn't Paladin have anything left right now? Because he could be going down here any moment. Stun on Demoniac. Has a trinket for it. Final wreck for last second. Oh, trinket almost got the rogue down. Wait a second. The rogue almost went down. What was that? The Paladin got himself a trinket last second. Went in for the final hammer. Almost took Demoniac out. The man is still... I'm gonna ask Demoniac, can you remove that air shield? Why is the late Shaman giving you an air shield? Demoniac, you get an air shield. Can you remove that, my guy? Why is he giving you an air shield? Hold on a sec. There we go. So at least we know that he is not... I think Elite Shaman will maybe just targeting Demoniac, but he meant to put a shield on himself. I'm sure it was an accident. It's gonna be triples running in. Quick Howling Blast on Demoniac. He's got a lot of people to get through, man. Team 2 got 4 people to get through. Grip your hand, grip at everybody. It's a party now with the cloak shot is for Demoniac. Trying to see if he can escape him. Kidney shot and shield post. Just looking to avoid him. Does throw in a couple poisons to maybe slow him down. Does still have a Frost Fever with an undead ghoul. Chasing after him. Maybe he can go for a bit of a reset. Looks like the ghoul is not gonna let you go anywhere. Does explode the ghoul. Does Demoniac just die to the dot? No way he does to the Common Cold. Actually, Common Cold did kill him. Frost Fever did end up killing him. Rocket Sheet Death. Does he still die either way though? Sap? Oh my god. He's just trying to see if he can evade him. No way. Oh my goodness. Rogues literally should have lost. That's messed up. Yeah, I'd say nerf rogues, honestly. Nerf rogues. Give rogues like make all the rogue damage heal the enemy. Remove rogues out of the game. Just delete them twice. Delete them twice over. Delete them, then add them back in, and then delete them again. But just like with much greater force. Like when you hit the delete button, hit it like extra hard the second time around. Agreed. Urshield rogue, come on. Hopefully he didn't have a Urshield the entire time. Hopefully it was just for that bit. But it doesn't heal you not passively. It only heals you when you take damage. So I totally understand it. Trick it out of Demoniac. Try to see if you go for a big death mark on Chill Pulse. Does he have the big go? Got himself evasion, but you can't evade while you're frozen solid into a stun right after. Oh my goodness. Chill Pulse still does have quite a few dots rotting him down. This man is just septic right now. He's not really doing all that good. He's bleeding out of every orifice. He's just poison coursing through the man's veins. He's not really in a great place right now. Duels is going to be up next. Got himself a frozen orb together with a blizzard, trying to see if he can maybe zone out Chilpas, but he's just going to zone himself in, man. He just wants to vibe in his bubble for a bit here. He got himself the anti-magic area. No magic allowed here. Duels does respect the anti-magic zone, does leave the premises. There's no bouncer for this place. He just leaves either way, though. Chilpas is going to activate himself death back. Gonna give himself a little bit of health, and as long as he can wait it out, does not have to deal with the narcotics. So it gives him a little bit of recovery here. As we hit on that 10-minute mark, 55% dampener. We'll see how the man does it tonight. Spoiler alert, Ellie's been on the whole time. Spoiler alert, has been on the whole time. Has it really? Has it actually? I'll need to take a look again in Chicago. I have no idea if that's the case. Duels getting hit with a stun. Let's go for the blink. Try to see if he can slow down Chills, but he's got himself the AMS, preventing the magic damage. Big obliterated back to back. May want to go for ice block. Does go for the block. Duels able to. Oh, all the time does actually put him back into a higher health than where he was. Well done, well done. Chilpa's gonna be up next. Duels does get knocked back for a second. All the time is up for not all the time. No, that's the prog that time around. It just has the same animation. I get confused with this all the time. Gonna be Chills just moseying out of there. He decided, you know what, instead of running at you was, I'm gonna run away. The man does activate Bloodlust, cheating in the arena as he get a random Bloodlust proc. Not his fault. Not on purpose or anything. Blasted out Chilpas with flurries and lances. Is it going to be enough though? Man's got himself Lichborn. A little bit extra protection. Could go for a lot of healing with those death codes. AMS back up in case he ever needs it. Going to be a full burst available for Duels. He got himself that icy veins. Chilpas trying to see if he can freeze him solid. Yet another ultra time is up for Duels. Maybe he can use it to activate it. Frozen solid is going to go for the ice block. May want to eliminate the ultra time because you're going to be behind on health now. Or not? Did they fix it? Maybe they fix it as that, or he's timing those ultra times with Icebox perfectly. Try to see if he can freeze the Death Knight's approach. Stone on Chijuba's intro sounds right after. Maybe in a lot of trouble. Trying to go for the undead Rachel. Using everything he can in order to escape with breath on the Chilpas. Is it enough though? Greater invest for just a second. Avoiding the Death of Decay. Got himself instant cast lances. Intro frozen or blind to fall. Chilpas looking for the obliterate. Does he get one? Looks like he does get the Howling Blast at the very end though, with Elite Shaman up next. Charging out to try to see if he can take down the Death Knight as Chilpa's got nothing left. Is this going to be an opportunity for Elite to maybe make a big return here? Sunder onto Chilpas. Just needs to activate all his cooldowns and may be able to take him down. Chilpas does have to AMC, but the Storm Strikes are going to punch you right through you. Got himself a Skykeeper Totem as well. It's going to be Chilpas with not a lot of health to real work, but does go for the full stun on Elite. Big Obliterates back to back. Oh! No way! This man just killed him! No way he just took him out. He had no health whatsoever. Just retained a couple of defenses. My goodness. Oh, lordy. That was something set back up next. Got himself full breath and chill post with a ring of fire. There's no way to escape this one, right? Now there's no way to escape. It does have a burn on him. Oh no, percentage health. Oh, one more tick. Oh, he does take him out. Setback is going to be the last one left. It's going to be a bit of a rematch between Setback and Reverence. These two have dueled each other once, and Reverence got him to reflect up immediately as a combustion. It's going to be up for Setback. I think just a random proc combustion. What is this damage? Setback just blasted himself out with combustion. I guess just to maximize the value of Ultra Time. Does still have yet another combustion. I think that was a real combustion that time around. But I think it just rotated from one combustion to the next. Quick interrupt on his Reverence. Trying to go for a little bit of cooldown reduction while avoiding the Succubus crowd control. Reverence tried to find himself an angle. Does somehow end up getting knocked upwards onto a platform. Maybe an ice block out of Setback. Does go for the ice block as a full soul fire was out in full swing. My goodness, boys. Reverence trying to find a better angle versus Setback as the man did use an ice block. Has himself the cauterize in case he's ever in trouble. Does have a lot more health to work with than Reverence. Reverence tried to go for first aid and has got himself the Succubus right next to him. So this is going to give himself a little bit extra survivability. But Setback got himself mage food. While Reverence got company, Setback got himself food. So, I mean, Reverence can at least utilize his succubus to maybe get an angle out of Setback. Is going to go for the undead racial. Reflect up for Reverence with Setback trying to see if he can maybe spell still. It does end up removing it. Mortical getting sent in with a wall right now. Fear right after. Cannot break it, but it's going to be DR'd. Does swap out the pets to maybe go for an interrupt pet, but it needs to make sure that the pet has line inside of Setback if you want to interrupt him. Cooldown reduction for setback, which is massive. Reverence does have a dark back coming back up very, very soon. It's gonna go for the porch, trying to see if it can escape this entirely. Dark back getting used in case the mage blinks in. There goes the combustion. As Reverence trying to find himself a way, way better angle here. Has a little bit of damage burning through him right now. Setback has plenty of health. Still has himself the cheat death in case he needs to. Trying to see if he can freeze the pet. Is going to be able to freeze it. There's nothing Reverence can do about it. Trying to port. Oh my goodness, that is rough. That is so rough. That could have been anyone's game at the end. Chill Pills, I have no idea how you were alive for so long. I have no idea how you were living. We gotta give these guys another go. I really want to see Reverence and the Mage go again. I really like the tussle between the two, the fire and the Destro, the back and forth they have with one another. I love seeing that, man. But also, I love watching Chilpos just get like no health, get no honor duel, and just absolutely dominate. Gotta go. Thanks so much, Demoniac. I appreciate ya. So Demoniac is gonna be gone. I will need to add one of you boys to hopefully be lead in this group. What do you want me to give lead to? Me. We'll figure it out. I will need somebody to be lead for this group though. Maybe I can make setback lead. Duels looks like they're offline. So they're gone scheme. But yeah, Demonic is gonna be bailing for the evening, so I'm gonna just take over. Here we go. Let's do 5V5 1v1 Duels. Here we go. So we got a group listed, boys. Let me 1v1 Mage, no damn. Okay, maybe we could do that. Maybe we could do that. I will need to probably have one of you guys added on Real ID though, in case you want to join in. 3 out of 5. Wait, Chicago. So this group has. Wait, could Chicago just join 3 men? Oh my goodness, you guys want to join it too? Chicago got a 3 out of 5. Hold on, if Chicago could join it as a 3-man. Oh my god, okay. So it looks like Chicago's taking over. Okay. Chicago has a group listed in LFG. Where are you listed in Chicago? Just to make sure. Because Moonlight. You guys should join Chicago. Chilpos needs 1. Oh wait, is that me here? Oh yeah, that is me. No mind. I have 2 with me. I would feel so bad. Only taking 1 of you boys. Okay, what we could do is this. Setback and Elite. There is a group listed in LFG. Raids Legacy. Chicago need. And now you get some 5 man. Oh man, Setback and Elite. Chicago has a 5-man already. Try and see if you can join his and Chill's group after this next duel. Keep the stream and I can show you how to join. Certainly need a defensive rotation down for sure. Jill Pills, has a Frost become better than Holy? I don't know if it has. I don't really know if it has. Moonlight to Broken. Oh man, we got at least 4 in this one though. Wait, this actually could be a 5-man. Hold on a second. Wait, hold on. This is a 5-man right here. We just made a 5-man. Hold on. Now we have 3 groups. Hold on. Wait, never mind. NVM group. This is a group now. All right, Moonlight. I have you added. Yo, Moon. Can you whisper me on Real ID? if Moonlight can Whisper Moon reality, maybe we could do Chicago versus this group with Moon, and then we could throw Night King in as well, because I do want this group to get another chance to play. I want Night King to also play, but I also want this group a chance to play as well. Chicago got a fresh new one though. So, who are you? Can you wisp via real ID? So I can have that on my screen when queuing the group up. Dude, I can't spell at all today. I can't spell whatsoever. Alright, so this is going to be interesting, but we got ourselves 3 groups, right? We got Chicago's group, we got Night King's group, and now we got this group. Moon is going to be lead for this one, though, because I have him already added on Real ID. I'm just trying to see if I can get him to whisper me. Oh, okay, cool, Kargath, that works out. So Kargath is the lead. So what I think we'll do first is we'll probably do Chicago, since they got a 5-man. And we got Kargath. Team Chills has played a couple of times in a row, but I want to see if I can get this group with a couple of new boys versus Chicago, and then we'll get Shilpa's back in the rotation, and we just gotta rotate with 3 groups, because with 3 groups you basically have 2 play, 1 sit, and then you just rotate where 1 sits, 2 plays, and then it changes, so you're always playing somebody else. Or we just go in circles like this while we have 3 groups, but that's how we're gonna do it. Cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'll make Moon lead. Okay, making Moon lead, then queuing you guys up. Just letting them know what's happening, just so they don't think I'm leaving. Oh, group is falling apart. Okay, I guess I'll leave. A group now fell apart. Because we've had awkwardness like that before. So we'll do it like this. Night King, I am gonna have your team sit out for like 1 real quick. Just because Chicago is here with some new homies, and Kargath also got some new homies. What are you guys in? Nopodon? Dalaran Sewers? Let's do Dalaran Sewers, man. Let's keep it the old school. Too bad I've only played into this. That's not good. Like, I do the slower pace of the game and the clues they offer. Correct, and only maybe got to your next patch. Yeah, I do wonder how the slower paced game is going to be. I'm hoping that none of the specs that are performing well now all of a sudden just become like unplayable. Right? Because I think, okay, you want to slow down the overall game. I can totally understand that. But I don't want the game to like suffer because of slowdown too. You know what I mean? That makes any sense? People have been climbing a lot with that, at least in a EU. Maybe. The replace for decades bad, it's just a setup bot. I can kinda see that. Yeah, I can kinda understand what you mean. But some of these Frost boys play with Evokers, they just instantly kill it in the group. Kill streak, breath, burst combo. It is a lot of clay put together. It'll be fair. It'll be very, very fair. But yeah, I'm interested to see how the meta is going to be with the slowdown for the crit damage and stuff. I removed the Shaman shield, so they shouldn't be allowed to use Warlock board. Yeah, Warlock board is a little bit difficult to control, but like a Shaman shield, I guess, it is very annoying if the Shaman pops it on you constantly and it's not your fault. But I don't know, Shaman shield is, it's a weird one, but not part of our rules, not part of what's allowed, because at least you can remove that one. The other one you can't really like control. Which. Although we don't like people using ports in general. That has always been like a thing. That's always been true. Quickity gonna be first up versus 2 broken. Looks like both of them are just going at each other. Both are marksmanships. Both marksmanship hunters. Quickity, he's taking a bit of damage though. What is going? Wait, Beast Mastery. Wait, are you Beast Mastery? No, you are marksman. Why did I see like a random Cobra shot though? What was that? Or maybe just your weapon. Maybe it's like an auto attack for your weapon. That might be it, because you do have like a Cobra-esque looking bow. Literally a bow. 2 broken. Let's go for the reset. Volley to follow. Does it take him out already? Wait, hold on a second. Quick Kitty could just be down for the count. Quick Kitty. Oh, looks like they are down for the count. What was that? Is that a bleed? Is that a poison? What is going on there for a second? That happened way too fast, boys. Chicago gonna be up next as the 2 Marksman Hunters came at each other and just blasted and shut it out of the game. 2 broken, trying to see if we can get an angle into Chicago. Actually able to break through quite a bit of their defenses pretty early on, though. Do they go for feint death potentially? Maybe a freezing trap, scatter shot. Do they have himself a proper go? Maybe a knockback on Chicago? I think try to maybe go for a knockback, that or like a root. Does get himself a trap around the corner. Isn't enough. That looks like it's not enough. Feint death, turtle shell. Trying to see if he can potentially escape Chicago. Does definitely need to go for some sort of recovery. Void of pressure to get it set up. Does Chicago realize it? I think Chicago maybe realized it. Does jump off of the platform. Raptors are chasing after the Hunter. But looks like Too Broken kind of able to evade them. Camo, if you can escape yourself scot-free. Ooh, does end up disengaging out. Trying to make sure they stick it to the outskirts to try to avoid Chicago as the best they can. Chicago picking up eyes. If they're careful, they will definitely see where Too Broken is at. I think they have a pretty good idea. They have a pretty good guess. Does fighting them? No, it doesn't quite get him in combat with a thunderstorm though. Knockback does not quite connect, but the flame track does. Death mark and it shock him onto Chicago. Could be a lot of damage. Broken does go in for rapid fire into a silence on the Chicago with his slow. Does actually take quite a bit of damage on the Chicago with his rapid fires. But Chicago does set up himself a healing totem. Definitely trying to see if they can play the angles, play the boxes, and trying to see if they can avoid Too Broken while they make their way over to the Hunter. Big rapid fire up yet again. And Too Broken got himself quite a lot of damage. So they maybe go for aim shots back to back. Definitely trying to go for an angle, but he's gonna trap to follow. Sniper shot is gonna crack through defenses quite a bit though. Chicago is gonna try to see if he can go for it. So, this static totem trying to grip Broken back in. Root to follow is gonna be a Sunder, breaking out of it with a trinket. Does get himself a little bit more help to work with the fortification of the bear. Chicago taking lots of damage though. Could be in that execute range. Does Too Broken have himself the silence though? Trying to go for an interrupt. Doesn't quite get Chicago into a big death shock. Is gonna puncture through defenses. Big kill for Too Broken. Does still takes big zaps, but Chicago is gonna be frozen into a freezing trap for just a second. Does at least limit their movement for a moment. Does Too Broken have a now potentially? Do they have a camo? This could be anyone's game, honestly. Too Broken kind of limited what they can really do. Scatter shot on Chicago. It is going to be heavily DR'd. Do they maybe have a knockback trap? Does have a root trap with the charge trap. It is going to slow down Chicago momentarily. Flame shock, stone strikes. I don't really know if you got much left. Trying to see if you can slow down Chicago. Does get a silence with the slow of that chimeric poison. This is going to be a freezing trap, but he does get eaten by one of the Raptors. Does Chicago have the Maelstrom for lightning bolt? Does get the big lightning bolt. Too Broken taking a lot of damage. Feint death. Camo. Does he escape it? No way. Whoa, my God. He does sneak around him. Oh no, the root totem is going to get you out in the open. No, he's stuck right past him. Oh my God. Scatter shot. Oh, I don't really know what you do in this situation. Fortification of the bear for that. Oh, survival of the fittest rather. 20% DR. Is it enough though? Does drop a freezing trap on a Chicago? What is happening? Oh, you definitely have a flame check on you. There's no way you don't. Oh, it's over, isn't it? Oh no. It was so close. So close. He almost had him for a second there. He actually was able to crack through his defenses quite a bit too. Elite Shaman going to be up next. Try to go for a Sunder off of that last on to Chicago as they do go for the knockback. There goes the static totem. Trying to see if you can boop Elite Shaman. Looks like it's a lot more consistent than knockback. That's basically like a grip. Well done. Look at that. That's so cool. Twice Chicago's been able to use it. One to grip the Hunter to him, and Elite Shaman just moving past the pillar. That is so good. Chicago is going to be charging out. Elite Blast hit him in the face, is not deterred whatsoever. It's going to go to take down the totem from Elite Shaman. Was that a grounding totem or was it just like a Winfield totem that you took out? Might have been just a Winfield totem. Lackluster in the corner. Chicago trying to give himself a little bit of control versus Elite Shaman. Sunder right after as Elite does go in for a bit of a heal. Has himself Ghost Raptors at the ready. So at least he got himself lots of Maelstrom building up. Or rather, he got Ghost Rules, but Chicago's the one who got Ghost Raptors. Right? I think. I'm gonna have to look at it again when I get a chance though. But Elite Shaman got himself like the last one. Maybe he could go for a big Ascendance. Chicago does not play Ascendance. Looks like they're playing more of like the Elemental Enhancement version. The hybrid build. It's going to be Elite Shaman with full cooldowns at the ready, but Chicago trying to see if he can avoid him as best as they can. It's going to go for the static totem, trying to see if he can grip him in place. It's going to move him back behind the pillar, trying to make sure the Elite Shaman always is line of sight, and Chicago does not let him really get any good distance on him whatsoever. And Chicago should be able to maybe ramp up. Does have a little bit of cooldowns at the ready. Going to be that counter-strike totem. Chicago better be very, very careful with the counter-strike totem. Looks like, is it counter-strike totem? It is, I think, Elite Shaman's counter-strike totem. Does end up eliminating it. Chicago with a Sunder onto the Shaman. Does the man escape it out of here? Both Shamans are kind of pummeling at each other, but Chicago looks like trying to stay hyper-aggressive here. It's going to take down totems dropped by Elite Shaman, but trying to really stay as aggressive as possible, letting the Guardian Spirits maintain themselves while the wall is active. Just trying to see if they can just tank up and focus on the damage, focus on the offensive, take down Elite Shaman if they can. Counter-strike totem or Sunder totem by Elite Shaman. Capacitor totem by late Shaman stunning him, but it's going to be a stun totem back by Chicago. Do they have a double stun totem? Does have a double stun totem. Doesn't even need to. Does get hit with a stun by Moonlight though. It is very, very, very DR as Moonlight trying to see if they can close the gap. Like the lasso by Chicago is going to be forcing out Trinket out of the Shadow Priest with a Dark Ascension. Side field on Chicago. Silence to follow. Mind games. Big damage. Do they go down? Maybe an execute will be enough though. Oh, Chicago! Oh my goodness, I think it's over. And Moonlight does end up taking him out. Nice little setup with a Scythe, Stone, Silence, Mind Games combo. Not much you can really do in that situation. Artemis as a Survival Hunter gonna be up next. I like how you still play the Goblin Survival Hunter. Out of all the things you can play, just like, yeah, Goblin. Goblin Survival Hunter. Wasn't that really good for PvE at some point? I know that for PvP, the Goblin ratio is a little bit limiting at times for PvP. Mobility can be kind of good. It used to be good as a Death Knight when they first introduced Goblin Death Knights, because you could do this trick back in AB. I'll tell you guys in a second. He has oh my god, Moonlight with a mad mind games into Artemis. Does go for a stun. There goes the Turtle Shell. Just trying to see if he can take up this damage. Is going to go for a revive pet. Moonlight was able to eliminate that pet fairly quickly. Does he go for yet another go? It looks like has Dark Ascension back up. It's going to focus on the pet. Shadow Crash around the corner. Artemis does take damage from it. It's going to go for feign death. It is going to put him in a horror effect for just a second. Definitely needs to get back in there and get outside of Artemis again. I don't really know if he could potentially avoid the traps. This is going to be stunned around the corner. The Hunter putting himself out in the open. Trying to see if he can go for that long range distance fights onto Moonlight. Is going to go for a little bit of healing. But this is the thing you can do back in the day, chat. You could play Goblin Shaman, Goblin Death Knight, and you would use the Goblin jump ratio. It would for a second let you stand still, like you're touching ground. And as a Death Knight, you can only grip when you're touching ground. So you would used to jump off a beam, Goblin ratio at the same time as you grip, and you could grip people off the platform. But you're leaping back onto the, where the flag is, on top of like LM. This would be fun. Fear by Moonlight. Oh, just walked up to the guy, avoided the traps, narrowly quick fear, blasted him out, taking him out. Spell Steal gonna be up next. Get hit with the stun. And Spell Steal tried to see if he could put a rabbit out of the hat or a victory out of his jacket pocket from under. See, mad damage. Oh, I forgot. Arcane mages could just the damage could just sneak up on him. Honestly, I felt like Artemis, or Moonlight rather, he was okay, he was chilling, everything was good, and then I was thinking, okay, it was going to be a disperser summon, and they just blasted. Okay, Spellsteal, do you have a Felguard? You do have a Felguard chasing it, just ended up rooting it out. Gonna be a Felguard separated away from the Warlock for a second. Felguard charging it with a Demon Dog. Is this gonna root all the pets out in the open? Oh, of course, OFC. Try to see if you can get in there. It's gonna be Palmer 4 on the corner. Axe Toss. With the second access right after both stuns are out. Tyrant is going to be in play. Mordecai sent and Spellsteal trying to see if he can avoid the Tyrant instead of avoiding the Tyrant. He's just going to go for the Ice Block. Let himself get a little bit of healing while inside of the block. So he's actually just going to wait out a full set of cooldowns for OFC. Trying to see if he can blink around the pets. It's going to go for that invis. As long as he can have some line of sight from all these pets, he'll be a-okay. Stun. As OFC has a more or less an idea where Spellsteal would be, was kind of moseying over towards the boxes, but he was still kind of looking around because he wasn't 100% sure. Spellsteal trying to see if he can avoid the pets, build up a little bit of resources. I think just trying to see if he can get him some missile procs. Big Demon Dog is charged by OFC. Maybe it'll be enough right now. Spellsteal trying to find himself a better angle to work with here. Nova onto all these pets. Doesn't really have much help to work with here. Mage decided to go for maybe Mage Food. He's still trying to build up for procs. I think that's all he's trying to go for is maybe procs and more procs. Trying to maybe go for big damage. Does himself big Arcane Blast, Arcane Surge potentially. The pet is back on him. Does get a juke out in the truck. Arcane Surge right now is going to go for maybe big damage, but man, is taking a lot of health and damage right now himself. Big barrage of the pet. Looks like he's taking out the pet, but Mage is go. He's trying to see if he can maybe turn the attention onto the pet, because at this point, at 54% dampening, what are you going to do in this situation? There really isn't much you can do. Oh my goodness. And Hater God X is going to be up next. Although it looks like the imps were attacking him a little bit. Maybe one of the Felguards also was clearing them down little by little. I don't think OFC wanted to do it on purpose or anything like that, though. Hater God doesn't go for Trinket really early on, though. Shadow Meld was used, is in Incarnation, just letting dots melt down the Warlock. The guy did go for a wall, but he's still in trouble, still bleeding out profusely. Second stun by the Feral Druid. It's going to be another. Trying to see if he can combine the bites and the bleeds together as a Demon Dog, a Demon Army coming out. Obviously, trying to see if he can go for a big old Tyrant. Does have any subs with Feral? Big bite. Oh, Hater God does end up taking him out. With setback gonna be last one left over for the team 2, trying to go for a bit of a ring of fire. Knock back onto Hater. Hater leaping back over to him. Bash to follow. Is got himself a Pyroblast. Pyroblast again. Is it gonna be enough? The Hater God does have himself the Heart of the Wild to give himself a little bit extra protection, a little bit more healing. But is it gonna be enough though? Does he have himself friends of regen? Oh no, he just burns out. That is unfortunate, I guess. You did walk into a pretty high damp in the game though. Oh my goodness, Chicago went too. Utilizing the totem. Moonlight actually does get to consume the souls of these boys a couple of times. Double mind games for him as well. Well done, well done. I like that. Let's get something on the going. Hell yeah. Chills as well as, I guess, Chicago should fight each other because they haven't fought each other yet. And we'll get a Kargath versus Night King right after. Let me know if you boys are ready. I'm just going to queue you guys up. Lord, I run. Want to fight the Mafe? Wait, I think I killed wrong people. Oh, somebody decline, somebody decline, somebody decline, somebody decline, somebody decline. Please decline, please decline. Whoever can decline, thank you. Oh, okay. I queued Kargath in Chicago. I went to Chicago and Night King. Yeah, sorry about that. Whew, you guys saved me on that one. Oh, hell yeah. Luckily I didn't accept. Good, I appreciate it. Wait, are you still looking for more? Is that a LFG or do I gotta requeue? I might have to requeue for another arena. Because it looks like Lord is not popping up. Oh, need to fight the Mage again? Yeah, no, we'll definitely get you going. So we'll do Night King versus Chicago and then you versus Kargath, which has the Mage guy on that team. So we'll do Team Night King twice in a row. Runes, man. Okay, well, I'm doing Runes versus... Okay, we can do no Runes then. We can do no Runes. We can do like Hook Point or something. How does that sound? Or Nokudan. What do you want? One more game and we make it dinner? Okay, well, which arena do you want to do Reverence? Because I was going to do Chicago and you guys. I could maybe do Kargath and Night King again just so you guys can have one more rematch. But like... Nokudan sounds fun. Something isn't working. The target, what's happening? Somebody dead? Oh my god, I have a long ass audio clip for that one. Oh no. Let me save a lot of these. Cool. Addon you, Del? Invite me, Duels? Yay, man. I'll definitely get you in. I definitely get you in. Which one are you? Because I have a lot of people on Real ID. Let me see. I'm waiting for somebody to pop back on BNet. Okay, well... Oh, he might have logged off. Oh no. Do we even have a team with Kargath anymore? Or we might not. I think Team Kargath might have fell apart. Okay, well, I was trying to see if I can get you Reverence versus them. Someone's on the shuffle, that's why I couldn't queue their out now. I was trying to see if I could queue Team Kargath against you boys. So you could have a rematch with that Mage. But I think Kargath is gone, I think that team fell apart. So we don't have... Yeah. Yeah, Team Kargath is... I think the team fell apart entirely. I apologize. Oh wait, Q failed either? Wait, hold on. Chicago? Organ request failed. Okay, let me try it again. Chicago. King 5. Okay. Hold on. Chicago. Working request failed. It keeps saying working request failed. Did I misspell Nokudon? I did. I'm stupid. Brain no good. Can't spell Nokudon apparently. Accept my friends list. I don't see another regime. The groups will be listed in Raids Legacy. I can accept you after this one. How does that sound, my guy? Yeah, I can try to see if I can get you in. And I can maybe like invite you directly or something. Okay, hopefully I have that saved. Alright, I'll try to figure this out, King. After this one, I'll try to see if I can add you on BNet so I can get you into some of the groups. And we'll see who's available in the groups or whatnot. But yeah, Reverence. The other group looks like it, Kargath was the lead, but Kargath logged off. So I don't really know what's going on with the group. Maybe they're passing it to somebody else. No idea. I'll find out after this one. We'll see what they do. Otherwise, maybe we could get them into like one of the groups available or whatever. Yeah, we'll just see. Let's get ourselves another going. Switch. Got ourselves team 2 together with chill pills on Holy Death Knight this time around. I like how you change your bog with your specs too. Looks so good. Diabolicals joining back in. Treasure Hunter Diabolicals. Reverence of the team. We got ourselves Tuna and Spino is gonna be first up. Spino City. Spino City? Is that what it's supposed to be? Hater God X over on the team 1 as a Feral Druid. We got ourselves Quick Kitty as a Marksman Hunter. Spellsteal gonna be first up. Mage versus Dragon. We'll see which one comes on top. Artemis just hanging out, having a good time. We got ourselves Chicago on that team as well with Spellsteal popping off with an Invis. And Spino just trying to see if he can get himself a good angle. Kind of trying to guess where Spellsteal would be. Spellsteal does go for big damage opener. Man, it's off the bat. Doesn't have much to touch of the match. Interrupt onto Spino. Maybe in a lot of trouble. Does end up boarding back next to him. Big barrage sleepwalk. Trying to see if he can prevent it with a quick breath. My goodness, the Archmage is everywhere and nowhere at once. Oh, he got it so close. Oh, my goodness. Spino, is he going to be able to recover? This man so far has just had to run away from the Archmage, but so far he's been able to do that successfully. Has been able to avoid him. Does get interrupted on the blue. Is able to go for a sleepwalk. You got green Dragonflight spells. You got bronze, black, red, and bronze, blue. I think I said all colors, right? All 5 of them, hopefully. He's got himself at least a lot of casts that he can work with. So even if you interrupt him on one thing, he got himself plenty of things to work with. It's going to be a big Touch of the Magi on him. Is it Touch of the Magi? I think it is Touch of the Magi. Yes, it is. Touch of the Magi doesn't collect as much damage, but it was doing quite a bit though for a second. Spino still taking lots of hits, taking big blasters out of the Archmage. Can't really easily avoid him. Honestly, it looked for a second like it had a barrage to the wall. Looked kind of weird. Sleepwalk onto the Mage, does get to avoid it with a quick miss, trying to go for Poly. Ends up polymorphing Spino into a quick CC. Ring of Frost as well. Ring of Fire to follow. Trying to see if he can get himself a better angle versus the Dragon. Dragon trying to see if he can escape it. It's going to go for the deep breath. Doesn't quite connect with Spellsteal, but is at least able to avoid him. Does go for the walls. At least he cannot be interrupted. Big mastery damage. This one Spellsteal wants to see if he can slow him down and avoid him. The Dragon got himself plenty of mobility. Spellsteal with a quick invis. Dragon just trying to go for a little bit of recovery, but right now his full mastery burst. It is ready, but he can't really maximize it whatsoever. Big arcane surge by Spellsteal, trying to see make sure he got himself a good angle. Radiant Spark to follow. Message right after. Big blaster onto Spino. Does he go down to the barrage? Oh my god, he's so close to low. It's gonna go for a lot of recovery though. Touch of the Magic is still on him and collected a lot of damage. It is still burning him down quite a bit though. My goodness. That is so much. Spellsteal does go in for the gnomish ritual to try to remove what is it? The Black Dragonflight root effect. The Landslide, I think it's called. Sleep onto Spellsteal, does go in for a quick fiery breath onto Spino with the polymer to follow. Again, just trying to make sure he establishes full control over the dragon. Does Spellsteal have cooldowns to this point? He does have some CDs available. Maybe can make some play off of this one. Spino just trying to see if he can use the line of sight and mobility in order to avoid him. Is going to end up going for a quick deep breath wide as Spellsteal that has a blink for it. Is the cast already. Trying to see if he can blast out Spino. Is it going to be enough though? Has himself a barrage at the ready, but can't really capitalize on a barrage. Is going to sit down, try to see if he can get himself some food immediately. So far, the Dragon has been able to evade the Mage quite well. But I wonder if the Dragon got maybe a trick of his own up his sleeve. Does have Mastery buff coming back up very soon. Dragon Rage is almost available. It's going to be a spell still trying to go for a quick interrupt. Does have to get a juke out on it. Maybe could utilize it in order to make some damage happen with Spino. Is going to try to see if he can burn him down. Does catch him with a quick Icy Nova. Hoping to go for big damage right here. No interrupts available for Spino for a second here. Does have himself the big breath channel with the Disintegrates onto spell still. It is going to do quite a bit of damage. Does have all the time. Could cancel Alter if he wants to use mobility potentially. I think he's trying to see if he can maybe avoid Spino and use all the time to reposition around him. That's exactly what he's trying to do. Trying to bait him away from this like ramp. Nullifying trying to up for the Evoker, trying to see if he can find himself maybe a better situation. It's going to be Poly. Is able to remove it with all the spell still. Shrink it out of the Evoker. Has himself full mastery buff for the ready. There's some spell still. I think just trying to see if he can play super defensive. Get himself a Ring of Fire. Maybe wants to go for big damage. Trying to see if he can fight through the Evoker. Does the Evoker have the damage of his own? Fire Breath, I think almost reaching spell still. I don't know if he was really able to reach him properly or not though. Got him some Radiant Spark of the Ready. This is where Spino trying to see if he can maybe immune any kind of interrupts. Trying to see if he can beam down the Arcane Mage big. I think it was full on Kyrian Spark on him. I don't know if he was able to connect or not. To be honest. I'm gonna skip that song. I don't know why. I'm not feeling that song, chat. I don't know what it is. It's not really that perfect vibe that I'm looking for. Spell still does have himself a little bit of firing. So far, Spino has been able to be quite survivable versus Spell still. But when you think about it, both of them are very much hit and run playstyles. They're not really sitting there putting pressure on each other the entire time. They're going in for a setup, going in for burst. The one thing that the Arcane Mage does have advantage of versus the Evoker is that extra reach. Does have a Nova, gonna be big, deep breath. And Spino trying to see if he can cut the corners, trying to see if he can close the gap. Big Barrage hits him, it's gonna take him out. Oh my god, it's so close. Misses to fall around for. Is it gonna be enough though? Trying to see if he can go for recovery. Mad recovery by the Evoker, able to get himself fully topped up for spell steal. At least he got himself plenty of healing while able to go for a lot of movement. Big Disintegrate, does he just charge in, stay in there, trying to go for a big sleep. Once a spell steal, is gonna go for a quick invis, trying to see if he can get him out in the open with a root. Again, just trying to predict where the Mage may be. Definitely needs to use the mobility as well as whatever CC he's got and damage in order to beam down spell steal if he can at all, as the Mage is going to go for a little bit of that shift in power, trying to go for recovery. Spell steal definitely needs to get himself a Fire Breath onto spell steal so he can start getting those instant cast Living Flames on him. If he can start getting some proper Living Flames on the guy, then I think he's going to be able to puncture through the defenses quite easily, especially with that full mastery buff. But definitely to get himself the dot on the guy whenever he can. Dampen stack at this point. It is quite a lot of dampen stacking up, isn't it? Neither of them wants to lose, man. They're all playing to win. So you can't really blame him, can ya? Spino is going to be able to get spell steal, I think, out of an invis. Try to go for maybe greater invis, but I think we found out. Breath, but it's actually going to be deep breath by the Evoker. Interrupted the spell steal on Arcade. Does himself the fire breath. It's going to be the Ice Max. Spino has himself the most damage of the ready. Does spell steal have himself a proper go? Could go for an interrupt potentially. It's going to be Disintegrate. Trying to go for a Ring of Frost. Cannot really get around that ring at all, but can go for a little bit of self-heal. Maybe he can get himself some resources. Trying to see if he can cut off the Mage before he can get himself a proper reset into a Nullifying Shroud. If he has a wall on top of it, cannot be interrupted. This potential spell still could be in a lot of trouble. Cannot really stop the Evoker right now. Big damage does him all the time. Beam to follow. Still gonna be beamed down even though he's taking a lot of damage. Evoker trying to see if he can get close that gap. Trying to go for a Living Flame. Spell still does not really have a lot of health to work with here right now. No Iceback for quite a good bit. Does get interrupted on the red though. Is gonna be a Poly from a distance. Trying to see if he can burn down the Evoker as well. Big Arcade Surge right now. Spino trying to see if he can escape this one. Got himself plenty of mobility. Does spell still have any more mobility to catch up with the guy? That is a pretty big touch of the Mage sitting on him, but it's able to recover a little bit of health at the very least. Spell still has a lot of that arcane power at the ready. Lots of damage burning Spino right now. Blasting him out with missiles, arcane blast, instant cast, barrages, everything. Spino looking for a bit of recovery behind the pillar. Double arcane orb is not going to feel that great for him right now. This is going to get interrupted on the red. Deep breath to follow. Doesn't quite catch the Mage. Needs one more barrage missiles. Oh, does end up missiling him down. My goodness, that was a long one between the two, huh? Oh my god. Diabolicals is up next. This is going to be a full Ring of Fire out for spell steal. This is dropping down the, what is it, Infernal. This one spell steal is going to take a lot of damage up front. Trying to see if he can go for a little bit of cooldown reduction. Has a Succubus in his sights. If he can just control the Succubus and get over to Diabolicals, he could potentially make some kind of a play here. I think he's going to end up playing it very, very defensively though. Very, very safe. Maybe go for that line of sight missiles combo. Mortal Coils, Diabolicals just pushes that spell steal. Does not want to give him a chance to really play. It's going to be a quick counter spell on the Soul Fire. So no fire damage available for Diabolicals for a good bit. Polymer to follow, spell steal getting hit with a second BCC. It is going to be chicken out Diabolical. Just trying to see if he can get himself proper Soul Fire. Doing a lot of damage to spell steal. Does go for Ultra Time. I don't know if it's enough though. Looks like maybe Ultra Time was at a perfect timing actually. Might have been perfect. Barrage on the Diabolicals isn't enough though. Still taking a lot of that instant cast damage. Trying to see if we can go for a quick invis, maybe for some food. But it's going to be a quick Shadow Fury to stun him around the corner. I don't really know. I think Spell Steal just gotta have a go versus Diabolicals. Maybe get a big Interrupt on the guy and just go. Trying to see if he can set up a big damage off of that Succubus. It looks like he's just going to take the Arcane Power into Diabolicals. Trying to see if he can blast him out. Is it another? Missiles to follow. Has Reflect. Can he maybe Spell Steal it? Mortal Coil. Oh, Reflected Mortal Coil back at him. Trying to go for Arquebus to fall off of that big barrage right after. Shifted Power. Does he get maybe Icebug back or anything at all? Got himself Images. Breath as well. Maybe could make some work off this one. Big barrages onto the pet. Can build up for a big barrage off this missiles. Fire. It's going to be Diabolicals walking into the fire, taking up percentage health and damage. Maybe this is where it's supposed to make some kind of a play. Chaos Bolt. I don't know if he's got anything. I think it's over. Oh, it does get consumed. That was so close. He even pressed Ultra Time and I think tried to see if he could spam Ultra Time again. But the Chaos Bolt just one-shot him. Just took him out. Gonna be a quick kitty up next. Big burst onto Diabolicals. Almost taking him out. Reverend's trying to see if he can find himself a better angle. But Reverend's trying not to be in the middle of these guys at all. Second BCC. Reverend's just trying to see if he can set up a gate. Looks like he does anyway. Oh, Diabolicals does go down. Reverend's having to fight through Team 1. There's still 4 people on the team that's going to fight through. It's going to be second BCC off that big Soul Fire. Does feign death. And no way. He just feigned death all that. That was going to be a lot of damage. Fear onto Reverend's. Doesn't get silenced into freeze right after. Succubus right next to Quick Kitty. Maybe can slap him with a whip a couple times. But man, unless you can find himself a good Succubus CC chain, you're not really going to be in a great spot right now. Reverend's trying to see if he can push in. Got himself Reflect in case it's a freezing trap. Just trying to kind of run over these freezing traps in case maybe he could be like a Minesweeper. Does get to juke out and interrupt. Quick Chaos Bolt. Nothing you can stop it. Quick Kitty will need a Turtle Shell immediately. Incinerate does end up going in and kind of unable to bypass the Turtle Shell. Well done, well done. Don't know if Reverend says anything off of this anymore. Maybe he just needs one more cast. One big quick cast here. I was actually very, very surprised that Incinerate did not do the trick. He does get himself a camo. Reverend's trying to see if he can find him. Does not find him. This is where you got to pick up the eyes immediately. Quick Kitty, if you're quick on your feet, maybe you can get himself a better angle versus Reverend's. Looks like he's going to try to stay aggressive. He's expecting for Reverend's to pick up eyes any moment now. The Succubus is invisible. I don't know if Reverend's supposed to keep that thing next to him or not. Could pick up the eyes. The longer you wait, the more healing this man is going to get. We are at the 11-minute mark. The dampening is super, super high. You're not getting much healing off at this point. But it's going to be a charge up for a second. Quick Kitty trying to see if he can give himself a better angle. Is going to go for a Chimeric Poison to slow down and silence Reverend's into stun right after. Freezing Trap onto the pet. The pet can really help you. Trying to go for the big aim shot. It's going to be a Mortal Coil to follow. Fear right after. Does go for the pet sack in case it's going to be big damage. There goes the Soul Fire. Is that enough damage? Oh no, it line of sighted. He actually was able to line of sighted while walking away with that Fear. Big explosive one to Reverend's. Big cannibal right after. Does Quick Kitty go down? Is going to go for survival the finish. Barely lets him survive this one. Reverend's is a global to rapid fire. Punch him right to Reverend's. Not in a great spot either. Succubus can hit with a steel trap, but it's still right next to you. Still able to get you with a couple whips in there. Freezing trap. I don't know if Quick Kitty recovers out of this one. I have no idea if you can even recover this at all. Does go for Exil. Maybe steel trap. No, Reverend's walks over it where they reflect in case there's a freezing trap waiting for him. He has no idea. He just wants to make sure he got himself covered just in case. Board next to Quick Kitty. Do they have anything whatsoever? Rapid fire. Mortal Coil. Reverend's with a Fear. Is it enough though? Does get interrupted. Oh, Death Shock him. Wait a second. Maybe. Oh my god. Oh, no way. Oh, no way Quick Kitty lived this one. There's absolutely no way this Marksman Hunter just made it out of that one. There's no way. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. No way. I'm in disbelief. I mean, Shilpa's is not going to give you much of an auto. There's no way, right? 68% dampening? No. That was impressive. I agree. Oh my god. I agree. That was incredible. Hater God X is going to be up next. Registered Pack wasn't bad. Dude, Pack at 69% dampening. Yeah, it doesn't do anything anymore. I am very surprised. Death shocked him and the guy just kept trucking. I don't know if he's got like a lock and loaded procs or whatnot at the end there. But my goodness, that marksmanship is just relentless. Just unyielding. Won't go down without a fight. You're just gonna truck through it. Tooth and nail. Oh my goodness, silence on a hater god. I don't really know if at this point it's just a big old brawl. Mad damage on the chills. Oh, all these pets, the gargle, everything collapsing on him all at once. Artemis charging out, trying to make sure Chuppas does not get recovery. But looks like the ghouls, the armies of undead, are chasing after Artemis. Can maybe go for the binding shot. If you can maybe get a good angle onto Chilpas and get a binding shot in there perfectly, you'll be in a good spot. There goes range damage Chilpas. He can't really deal with physical damage all that easily. Kill shots, oh, just puncture right through him. Like as if it's nothing. Tuna, last one left, running out of the raptor, trying to see if he can avoid the freezing trap. Artemis is again just gonna probably have to do the same thing as did with Chills. Just go in, send as much damage, try to keep yourself at bay. There's gonna be a stun, trinkets out of it, stun onto Tuna, try to see if he can disengage. Definitely want to get yourself as much distance as you can. Has got himself a turtle shell. I don't know if you go for like a freezing trap on the guy or not. No, maybe just back up and maybe go for whatever healing you can. I don't know if he's got medic bandages. Fortuna charging out, trying to see if he can deny the medic bandages. He's gonna go through this array of traps right now. If he goes left versus Artemis, then you're definitely gonna eat the freezing trap. Does he do it? No, looks like he goes the other way instead. Well done. Try to see if you can deny Artemis as much of a reset. I think Artemis, there goes the camo. Oh, still got hammered either way though. Death Chakram is on. This is where Artemis wants to maximize as much damage as you can. This is where you want to make whatever you can make happen. Whatever you got left, just toss it at the guy. You have to do it. Just throw everything you got. Everything but the kitchen sink. There's going to be a Hodge. Oh, I think it's over, right? Tuna, there's no way, right? With Chicago, last one over for the team one, man. High dampening. You still have a Paladin that has a bubble, that has a bop, maybe potentially even Spell Warden. But this is where you just got to get in there, right? This is going to force everything out of the guy. Maybe tank up. Try to see if you... Oh, yoinking the dwarf. You toss... The dwarf tosses in. 10 points for Chicago. That was a nice throw. Good arm control, man. Good forearm. Good speed. He got even a little loop-de-loop in there. Dunking the dwarf right now. Well done. I love that. I think Chicago's been practicing that static totem. That or the fix it to be more consistent. But it looks like Chicago's been practicing to make sure he can move people. Big damage on Tuna. Nothing you can do about it. My goodness. That was intense. I honestly, Quick Kitty did end up getting 2 kills. I'm actually surprised. He did get taken down Diabolicus when he was low. But then he did end up taking down... Oh my god, Reverence. That is so rough, man. It didn't go off. It was on CD when I died. That is unfortunate. Shadowburn didn't go off. He died before it. Did it? Is that what happened? That is rough, man. That is insane. Let's get ourselves another one going here, boys, yeah? Yo, if Chilled or Chicago, if you guys need a couple more bodies, I'm sure Setback would like to join in. And I'm sure Elite Shaman will also like to join in if you guys got a group. So let me know if you guys are looking so I can let them know. Okay, I'm sure they'll let you get back in there and get a couple more games. Dude, this is so fun on NA. I'm loving these. These are so good. I love the variety. Does Setback hang out here? Looks like he has friends. Ball in the. He's like, yo, hey Setback, how you doing? Still full? All right, Nike, let me know if you need more. Hi. Def wasn't an arcane problem there. What's up, fam? He's talking to that guy. No, just Arcane Mage. Invite me. Okay, what's your real ID, King? You are you Kira, Lumia, Dusty, Fax, Slunky, Fi, or are you Holy Crusade, Ralpo, Noda, Owie, Owl? Why do I call that Owie? It's because you are. I'm 5 more Jewish Slunky. Slunky? Okay, cool. Do we need more? Let me see if Chupos needs more. Yes, he does. Okay, I can get you +1 inv. So I can get Night King his +1. I got you, Jewiz. I got you. So I'm gonna invite Slunky. So just invite. Make this raid. Make it raid and I can invite him real quick. First time seeing this live. Hey, how you liking him? Does it live up to your expectation, or do you think the video format is a lot better? Here we go. We got you boys in here. Okay. M5 comp? What is that? I don't know. What is that? Warrior? Okay, M5 comp. Gotcha. Cool. Alrighty, Chilpos and Chicago both ready. Chicago or Chilpos, let me know when you're ready, when you're out of LG and whatnot. It's searching for a rematch. I'll give it to him. Yeah, I want you to rematch. But I think he had to go after that last one. I can double check. Rev, are you still around or are you gone ski? Because maybe we can get set back into Chicago's group at some point and give you guys like a proper rematch. Rev versus setback. I got you one. You won. Those were the fine fire hands. Chicago need +1 in LG. Chicago's looking for +1. Here we go. Where are you? Sep. Night King looking for one more too? Wait, Night King is looking for +1? How do I invite setback? I don't know how to do it. Wait, Chicago 5. Wait, no, Chicago needs a +1. Okay, oh, he just got 5. Okay, never mind. Looks like they failed. Trying to see if I can get this guy in. I'm in. Oh! Okay. That works. Okay, I had no idea. Awesome. So did it throw Reverence? Okay, is Reverence still here? Because if it's Reverence and Setback in both of these team chat, can we just have them two versus each other as the first match of the day? First match of the day. I don't know what arena do we do. I don't know if Reverence is around. Let's do Hook Point, because it's a big enough arena. I don't know if Reverence is in, but if Reverence is in chat, can we just do Setback versus Reverence first? Whatever happens, first one, let them go first. If they're not both in, if it's only one of them in, because I know Setback is here. If Reverence isn't around, we'll just do it normal. We'll just do a random roll. But if it's Setback and Reverence in, let's see if we can get both of them going. Because I don't know if Reverence is... Dablock is here, 5 Comp is here, Chicago's here. I guess the question is, who's the 5th in Chicago's team? It's Ori. My boy, I love ya. Ori, haven't seen him in a while. Yo, Ori, I want to see if Ori will join us for like 10-1, man. I think that'd be so fun. Because everybody will be trying to figure out like what towns they run now. 5v5 duels seems like a weird place to like try stuff. Alright, normal rolls. Next time we'll have Reverence and Setback. Next week maybe, yeah? We'll see if we can do anything next week. I don't know. It's gonna be like end of the patch too, so switch. We'll see how it goes, you know. Maybe we'll have bodies, maybe we won't. Chip is over the team too with an unholy ready to go. We got Dalbakos on that team with Am5 Comp as a furious warrior. I love the katanas. Setback on that team as well as Tuna. And it looks like Chilpos will be first up versus Hater God X. Get in with the blind immediately as he goes in for an opener. Is going to be an IBF out of the death that does. Hater just wants to escape. I think he just wants to escape to make sure he can just deny Chilpos that he can never go. But the stun with that clobber from the Abomination, the Dark Transformed Ghoul, is going to end up doing quite a bit of damage. All these pets surrounding Hater God X is actually not in a great spot right now. He definitely needs to go for self-healing. Chilpos isn't even over there. It's just all of these pets are doing all that work right now. Maybe in a lot of trouble trying to go around the corner, but Chill does go in for a quick rake stun. Silencer Fallen can't even go for a heal. Bear form, is this going to be enough though? Got himself the Heart of the Wild. Maybe he can heal while in Bear. Definitely needs himself a Frenzy Regen if he's got it. Got himself Rejuve, Swiftman. At least he got himself the caster heal, so maybe he can go for like a regrowth or two. It is right next to Chilpos, back up again. Maybe he can make a play off this, and Chill still just continue just to claw right through the man's health. And Satyr God not in a great spot. Yoink back over. Next stun could be deadly into a quick root by the transformed pet. At least no army of the dead is upon you. There goes the boys. There goes the boys. Bashed by a Hater God. As he's trying to see if he can avoid Chilpos as best as he can. The man got as much healing as possible. Bear form. There goes maybe some kind of healing. Frenzy Regen. Does he play Frenzied? Or is he just straight up in bear form just to reduce the damage taken? I don't know if he's playing Frenzy Regen. Did they nerf it that badly? Is he not playing anymore? Am I just out of the loop completely? My goodness, stun onto Hater God. At least the pets are gone, but it still is a lot of damage for Chilpos. Does he have the execute onto Hater? I don't know if he does. I don't think he does, but he's going to go for a maim, trying to see if he can play slower game with Chopaz. There goes the A-bomb joining in. That thing is going to add in quite a bit of extra damage if you stand next to it. Between the disease that it puts on you, as well as the big meaty swings of that big axe into a silence, the full army of the dead, and the Pharaoh does go down. With Chopaz just coalescing the full army around them. Artemis up next to Survival Hunter, already taking a bit of pressure from these pets pretty early on, but trying to see if he can find himself a better angle versus the Death Knight. AMS is up for Chopaz immediately. Artemis taking lots of hits back to back. Mage is on one side, Chopaz on the other, trying to see if he can go for Cordes. Oh, big kill shots just ripping right through his armor, puncturing right through into the fleshy part of the Chopaz. All this ironclad not doing much for his stunner to Artemis. Oh, Death calling down the last second. And look at Chopaz was going to be the one falling behind there for a second, but looks like he was able to come out on top at the end of the day. Chicago is going to be up next with Chopaz getting gripped in, yoink back in over. Chopaz looking for a bit of recovery right now. This Death Knight is on a spree right now. Is he going to be able to go long-term long-term go? No. Because he got himself, what, the pet? Summoned up, sacrificed the one ghoul, summoned up a fresh new one. Definitely wants to make sure that this one is alive for as long as possible. Quick blind on Chicago. Does he have a stun to follow? Trying to see if he can build up for an army of the dead. There goes the static totem. It doesn't really stop Chopaz whatsoever. Doesn't advance just to evade it entirely. And there goes Chicago's opportunity to maybe try to see if he can use the totem to move Chopaz away from him, away into more of a safe position. Silence onto the Shaman. Chopaz trying to see if he can stay on him as best as possible. The army of the undeads does get rooted down by the deep tremor totem. Is it deep tremor? Deeper totem? Black allows it to follow into a quick gnaw by the ghoul. AMS up for Chopaz, trying to see if he can deny any match damage from Chicago. But they got themselves what? They got themselves Guardian of Ancient Spirits at the ready, Ghost Tools at the ready as well. Lots of Maelstrom flowing for him. Maybe this could be an opportunity to puncture the Chopaz. Chopaz is a Death Knight, however, so magic damage, which Chicago is playing into more of a caster-heavy Elementalist build, is actually able to deny a lot of the damage quite a bit. If you went for more of a Wind Strike, more of a Wind Fury, Storm Striker build, that may be a little bit more effective. Still does a formidable enough physical damage to be able to puncture through the defense of Chopaz. Does have the totem, place it down, isn't killing the totem whatsoever. I think he knows it's going to end up at some point moving Chopaz with that totem. Does go in for the stun. The Guardian Spirits are at the ready. Army of the Dead zone to Chopaz. Oh, that silence though, he went until the full army was at the ready. Silence onto Chicago, strangling him, not letting him go anywhere. With Quick Kitty going to be up next, starting off with the camo as a Marksman Hunter. Had himself a hell of a go earlier, trying to see if they can maybe have another go. I don't think they've faced Chopaz before. But against the Death Knight, Marksman Hunter does a lot of physical damage, should be able to puncture through them. Aim shot on the opener, maybe with a stun, rapid fire potentially. That's going to be a volley around the corner. If only Quick Kitty can get himself a good setup. Does go for the big kill shots too. That's a lot of damage. Rapid fire, Chopaz trying to go for a little bit of recovery. AMS with an IBF as well. Use everything in order to survive this Quick Kitty. Just needs an angle onto Chopaz. Maybe even freeze the main pet. Going to be a big grippy hand as Chill's trying to see if he can march towards Quick Kitty. Stun with a pet for a second. He's going to turn attention onto the bird. As Quick Kitty, I think, is going to maybe have to turn attention onto the... actually going to pull the pet back instead. This is going to give it a little bit of recovery. He's going to try to see if maybe we can get some procs off of the ghoul. If they can get the procs from the ghoul for like lock and load and stuff, that won't be that bad. Stun to Quick Kitty does have a human ration for it. Silence to follow. At least able to deny any kind of freezing traps by the Hunter. Trying to slow down Chopaz, not letting him get away behind the pillar. Chopaz takes quite a bit of damage from this Marksman Hunter, man. The physical damage, you just have a hard time dealing with. The volley, I don't know if it's really connecting, but it's going to be Chopaz. Summon up the army. Big damage on the Quick Kitty. Could potentially be a turtle shell situation. Try to go for as much damage on Chopaz without maybe any damage procs whatsoever. Might be in a lot of trouble. Maybe turtle shell right now. Does go for turtle. May not be enough though. Surrounded by the entire army. Chopaz has him in ropes. Oh my goodness, the unholy Death that is a relentless Ori. Trying to see if he can go in for him. Grip, popping himself back out, disengaging out of there. Silence of the Chopaz, trying to deny the Death Knight any more of victory. And Ori is gonna have to see if he can fight through the full entire team too. At the 29% dampener, trying to go for a knockback on the 5 comp. I don't think he was able to really properly get himself a proper knockback. Just trying to see if he can not panic, not panicking. Not panicking, has Incarnation of the ready right now. Actually, it's still rolling. with the Heart of the Wild, trying to use the Heart of the Wild really early to give himself a lot of recovery. Definitely is going to have to find himself a better angle versus 5 comp. Got him some mobility, hoping to pick up one of the Starbursts, maybe to give himself a bit of a knockup on the 5 comp. Does quite a bit of damage while Incarnation is active too. Reflect up is going to be a Sunder to Storm Surge. Reflected back to him. Ori may be in a bit of trouble. Could be in that execute range. He does have a bear form with Friends in Region as well as a Starburst to at least give a bit of a knockup to him. The 5 comp with the 5 comp with a charge. Oh, not much you can do there. Well done by the Fury Warrior. Wanted to make sure he takes advantage of the opportunity to slam down the Druid. And Chupos just walked in as an Unholy Death Knight, clawing through all of these boys. Army at the ready, just blasting them out, not giving them much of a chance. That is so rough, man. That is rough. Let's get us another one going here, boys. Yeah, uno más. One more, boys, one more. I like these a lot. I want to keep going for as much as possible. Chicago, Night King, let me know if you guys are ready or if you're looking for more. Setback is looking to join up. If we got a group, let him know. I'm sure he'll be down to pop in. Night King with a 5. Chicago, if you're looking for more. Wait, no, Setback is already in. Never mind. I'm stupid. I literally forgot that you joined in. That was quick. Shadow Strike with Shadow Strike. That's it. Oh no. Wait. Filthy? Is that what he was trying to find? Filthy? Oh. Yeah, Filthy Vandal. That man disappeared again. What kind of vanishes this man got? It feels like this guy actually disappears with the vanish. Did they fix vanish? Chicago 2 out of 5? Wait, Chicago looking for more. Oh no, chat. Calling on all the boys. We need Chicago to recuperate the forces. They only 2 out of 2 people available. They got 3 spots open though. If you guys want to join in, more than welcome to. The group is listed in the Dungeons and Raids section, Raids Legacy section. If you want to find the group, type 5 in the search and enter, and you'll be good to go. There you are, boys. The pets hit quite hard, finally doing something. Dude, pets for Unholy, yeah. They do a lot of damage, and they're only getting... Okay, well, the pets are not getting better, but Unholy Death is in general as a class is only getting better in 10.05, or 10.1. Got my patches wrong completely. I played Justice since Wrath and never switched. It was the first time I tried demo in 3s, and I never knew there was an easy mode. Dude, that's what a lot of other people have said. It's a lot, like, it's the end of a season, people playing their ults or whatever, and one of the easiest things that you can do right now is you can just play Red Pally, or play Demo, play Mistweaver for a bit, yeah? Play Leonidas. Why is Leonidas out here? He just like zoned in, and everybody just jumped him. Did I like join a group and just like... Huh. Weird. But yeah, PvE buffs, by the way. Oh yeah, Unholy DK did get PvE buffs that are working for PvP pretty well as well. Yeah, it's interesting. I do hope that maybe they'll... I hope that they in a way that the meta is kind of reset for next season. I'm sure like all the classes are strong now are still going to be strong in next season based on the tiers they've gotten. But I am hoping that maybe it'll be a little bit more like reset. It'll be a little bit more like even opener, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's about the best that I got. It'll be kind of like reset a little bit. It'll be a nice little refresher to begin with. Oh, boys, we got ourselves a group listed for my boy Chicago in the Raids Legacy section. If you guys want to join the group up, head over to, I guess, Group Finder, into Dungeons and Raids pre-made group Raids Legacy. Find the group and type in number 5. Hit enter, and you should be able to see Chicago's group. They're looking for 3 more. If you guys want to join them, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, Crypto, Demonology is very, very, very strong right now. Yeah, might as well have some fun with it. You know, might as well. Wait, is that somebody? Oh, there's a hunter. Oh, come here, shot guy. Oh yeah, he was like bullying me last week, wasn't he? Chicago needs 2 more spots. If you guys want to join in, more than welcome to. More than welcome to. Beautiful. The arena probably in a room for cutting. Yeah, it might be arena too. That could be it too. Some arena matchups are a little bit. Some matchups are very, very arena focused. What is this man doing? What is this man's doing? People flagging him, teabagging him. He's just out here just trying to snipe people out. I do love that Duratar still continues to be pretty lively, man. I do love that. I would love for it to be like super. They really gotta. I think what they really gotta do is. Wait, somebody spit at me? LMAO, hidden shots spit on you. Must be like a. I don't think I actually spit on anybody. I think it's just like a little emote, right? Maybe? Because I'm pretty sure they removed that a while ago. They really gotta give like us a dueling area in Valdrakken. Like right outside of Valdrakken would be awesome to see him. Leonidas, what the? Just zoned in, immediately AoE. Clapped me out with their own fury. What is going on? What a goober. Tier set is just trash for PvP. Human seems really bad for channel 1 from what I've seen so far. Yeah, the tier set, I mean, so what we tried, I'm not sure if the tier set is bugged or not even working or anything. I'm almost convinced the tier set just doesn't work at all. Because it's PTR, right? It is PTR. It's very possible that none of this works. A lot of the tier sets just don't work. But I played into Demon Hunter tier set, which buffs your I-beam by up to 75% additional damage. So then I took every single Demon Hunter town to buff up the damage of it even further. I took the one where Throw Glaive buffs the damage of I-beam. When a target is by itself, it buffs the damage by up to 20%. It took the one where it's longer, slightly longer duration of I-beam, it generates resources, and it does 20% more damage. Right? So I've taken all of these talents to buff the damage of I-beam, and it was still very, very underwhelming damage-wise. Very underwhelming. Yeah, so... yeah, what can you do? What can you do? It's just lame. I don't know. It makes you think like it's frustrating because it's like, okay, well, it feels like there's an obvious synergy, but even when you put the talents to create this obvious synergy, yeah. Hey, Dal, look at setback flexing in the stream. Yo, I'm a Bonchi. How about you join in on your bodies? Fallen. Oh, I join in. Could use more bodies. Spitting is trashy. True. What's up, Dan? I know, man. Hope you have a good one. This rogue sucks. True. Wait, who? This guy or me? If you meant me, then yes. If you mean Cal, no. Cal doesn't suck. Cal is a beautiful butterfly. Cal is a beauty. Can't win all of them, man. Can't win all of them. Cal is an insane rogue, the greatest I've ever seen. Just can't win all of the game, you know. That does not say anything about Cal. He's doing fine. He's even never okay PvP. This level 1 is definitely my favorite class, but I haven't done it in PvP as well. Right now they're pretty good, and hopefully they'll still be like... I mean, they should still be pretty good in next season, because they get more single target damage on Chaos Strikes. And I imagine you'll be able to play into that pretty heavily and like give yourself quite a bit of pressure. But like the Blade Dance, as long as that's still a thing, as long as they can throw Glaive and that'll do quite a bit of damage with the Blade, it's perfectly fine, you know what I mean? Right now they're pretty okay. In 10-1, probably not in the beginning. That tier set is just a weird one. I do think they'll end up probably tuning the class. I doubt that they're gonna end up like being able to tune the tier set this late into the PTR. I think what they'll do is they'll just end up buffing the class. But yeah. Does maybe Kyle want to join in for duels? Maybe? Do you want to ask him possibly? Hey, you want to join this duels thing we're doing, bud? Want to join this duels thing we're doing, buddy? I was gonna ask. So Casper's already in. I didn't realize you're in Quick Kitty. Okay. Sire? Rude. He's already doing arenas. I think is he working still? Or maybe he's out? Dark Knight? Like, do you want to join in? Hey, Jay. Hey, Jay. Want to join this evening? Want to see if he wants to join in. Bit of Bobby, DC. Oh, he doesn't duel. Dragon Blade is leveling another character. Kiriev? Oh, no. Kiriev is not duel person. There are Evoker added. Those two more. but you can do your solos. All good. It's up to you, Dark Knight. It's whatever you want to do, my guy. Did I land us? Maybe? Because Lux is a hater god. I just realized that's you. Wait, that's Lux? I didn't realize. What the? How you doing, guy? Skill cap for a glimpse is pretty sky is pretty high, but mastered will make you very, very survivable. True, true. Yo, Demon Hunter is unkillable, played well. Yeah, for glimpse. That is the ability we want to look out for. Then I'll hop in, just got a solo shuffle a couple minutes. Okay, friend. Okay, friend. We need Uruma's boys for Team Chicago and we'll be good to go. Let me see if Landis wants to join in. Hey, Landis. Wanna join 5V5 1v1 Duels? Got a group that needs +1 and we good to go. Let's see if we can get him in. Landis potentially. Oh, it was for Landis. I'm bothering now. Wait, sorry. Hold on. Let me apologize real quick. Wait, sorry. Yeah, might be Nick. Hello, Evoker. Interesting. I feel like if anyone could make Evoker work, Nick would probably be able to do pretty well. Is Reverence in the group? Does Reverence have a group? Let me see if I can convince Reverence real quickly. If he joins Chicago's group, he'll be versing setback first game of the bat. So we can settle it once and for all. Fire Mage or Destro Warlock? Which one is the ultimate master of the flames? Trying to see if I can butter him up here real quick. We do. Let me double check with Rev real quick. Okay. Okay, cool. Yes. Gaga got one. Blue Dragon wants to join in, so that'll be perfect. Now look at General. What happened? What is going on? What did you do? Oh no way! Hey, look at that Carnal X, man. Look at that thing. Oh baby, 411 heroic. That's gonna be great into the next tier. Hell yeah! Alrighty, full groups are listed. Chicago and Night King. Hopefully you guys are all good to go. Then yeah, you ready, boys? Are we doing it? Are we going now? Are we there? Are we here? All right, so let's do one. What haven't we done? We haven't done Lord Ron, right? Lord Iron. We can do Lord Ron real quick. See how that works. If we can get some love, yeah, hell yeah, dude. I still gotta finish out my my stuff real quickly. Oh no, Blue. I thought Blue was gonna join up, but apparently he couldn't. He was trying to send up, but I guess it got a +1 last second. Hey, Dad, what's up, Cogos? How you doing, man? Hope you having a good one. See how the Juma playing Demon Hunter, Holy Princess fly off at the same time. Oh, that actually would be really cool. Just like the just the squad, just the air squad. All right. I don't know if Lord Ron is working. Yeah. Just easier to host, so we get cross faction going. Better than hosting in RBG section, because everyone queuing there thinks it's a 5-5 free for all. Alright, let me see if I can get you guys back in. Where is the... Okay, Night King, Chicago 5. I'll try Lord Ron again. Unless you guys are just like saying you don't want Lord Ron. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Alright, okay. I didn't spell right. Okay, cool. Now I did. Okay, we'll try Lordaeron. We'll see if that works out. If they, again, decline Lordaeron, then we'll do another arena. Maybe you guys just don't like Lordaeron. Yeah, it's a hard counter. Yeah. For sure. For sure. Not sure in my life. Imagine the shock I was trainer wasn't about to get out. Oh man. Demon on holy old fun and games to get arena with the DK. Yeah, just all gripping you from the sky, man. All Death Knight arena, all grips. Honestly, you probably could just have like what, a Holy Death Knight or Frost DK in that team. Just pop the grippy hand, get everybody in combat. Once they're enough rage, just start yoinking them like picking chariots from a tree, man. Just bring them to the ground. Cherries grow. No, cherries probably grow in a bush, don't they? They're picking apples from a tree, oranges from a tree. Anything grows from a tree. Like rating, if you're a Demonology Warlock or a Retribution Paladin in solo queue. Okay, that was a bad joke. I'll stop now. Oh, down. Oh, stop you. Stop it. Stop it. I farmed hard for this rating. Alright, let's get ourselves a group going, yeah, boys? Alrighty. Alright, switch. What do we got? We got ourselves team 1 together with Chill Pills on that team. We got ourselves 5 comp. We got ourselves 2 and we got ourselves Setback. Gonna be first up versus you, Monchi. And the man leaping in immediately. Blade Storm off the bat. He was able to avoid. Was it a Blade Storm? Hold on, no, you're a Fury Warrior. I don't think you can Blade Storm. But he's able to avoid a breath immediately. Spear and Setback just had to find a way to see if he can get himself a bit of a reset. But Yumanji is going to be able to throw in a big old fireball in there with a ring of fire. Yumanji trying to see if he can back up out of there. He's going to go for a little bit of a, I don't even know, heal? Let me think the best. Oh my god. He just tried to see, he was trying to figure out what he wants to do. Close the gap or back away, and at the end he decided I'm just gonna back away, press the defensive. But at that point I feel like maybe charging out of the Mage might have been a better idea, or he's taking a lot of hits back to back. What is going on? What is happening? Wait, is Ori just trying to see if he can go for a bow? Is that what's happening? Looks like Setback is trying to see if he can back up out of there, trying to give Ori as much of an auto duel. What is happening? Ori, don't die now. I think he might decede. Okay, Setback is at least giving him a chance. He realized something went wrong. Something went happened. Reload bug. Okay. He's waiting. He's waiting. Look at Setback, dude. He knew something was wrong. He could tell. He was like, wait, this guy just melting and is not doing anything. I know Ori does not do this. Ori is a giga boomkin, man. There's no way he just let himself just get melted like that. So that's very honorable, dude. Even if Setback loses this one, he's a winner in my book. That's how I view it. Silence onto Setback as he's trying to see if he can get himself some damage around the corner. Ori using this to let the dots just roll into Setback, getting a couple star surges here and there, trying to go for a bit of damage. Stun into Setback, has a blink for it. Mad damage to Setback. Oh my god, the Connor rises, trying to see if he can just deal with it with an ice block. That was a lot of damage taken. Ori just put out all his guns, man. Just big blaster damage, massive star surges. Setback trying to see if he can get himself a little bit of movement while going for a little bit of cooldown reduction. Definitely is going to be behind our defenses for a good bit here. But now maybe he can make a play. He definitely needs to blink in, maybe get a freeze into Ori, go for the big G-Pie, crack through his defenses, and then just pressure him with a full combustion. I think he could honestly do it. Trying to see if he can close that gap. But Ori is trying to make sure there's some distance between the two. G-Pie, unless you could literally walk up to him, there's not much you could really do. Ring of Frost, able to avoid it. Greater Pyro, does he get to a line of sight? Maybe. Oh, the bowling ball does go flying in. Ori is going to have to go for a bit of Frenzy region while in barefoot, but it's still going to do damage to you. No matter how much health you have, he does percentage health and damage. Ori trying to see if he can avoid Setback. Big combustion at the ready. Pyro Blast hitting him back to back. Maybe have himself another Frenzy region. Taking quite a bit of damage right now. Bash into Setback with a Silent Cyclone is going to be tricking out of the Mage. Does go for an instant breath. Oh, he does take him out. Well done by Setback. That was actually so close. My goodness, Ori was able to crack through his defenses and Setback was able to burn down the Druid after a little bit of time. Haster is going to be up next. As a Shadow Priest, you do have a little bit of an advantage, I'd say, over a Mage. Just because you can dispel a lot of the buffs, silence stun, everything, man. Setback is a beast. This guy is really doing it work, man. I don't think we've had a really solid Fire Mage on NA in a good bit. PI by Haster, maybe Setback can take it away from him. Trying to see if he can get the big bowling ball around the corner, unable to really get a full cast off. It is going to be a Shadow Crash, and Setback definitely needs to find himself a defensive. Poly onto haste, could be a trinket. Setback taking quite a bit of damage, trying to go for a big G-Pie. Does he get to go for a big go here? Is he gonna go for a Fire Blast? Big G-Pie, Fire Blast to follow, silence. Haste taking a bit of damage, trying to see if he can maybe avoid it. She death, no, available for the Mage, just go down. Well done, well done. I know he's the best Mage on down. For the region of NA, I would agree, he's definitely really good. I don't see a lot of mages that join us for 5v5 duels on NA. On EU, there was a Bliv. There's always a Bliv. You should see a clip that I got going on, cooking up right now. With a Bliv. Big damage to the Haster, trying to see if he can survive Tuna, but instead he's going to have to go for, instead of just trying to see if he can just live through it, just going for the Disperse. Big defensive used up really early on though, but the dots are up on Tuna. Is at least able to keep pressure on him. Does Tuna have a dispel? Looks like he does have the dispel where he can just remove the dots with judgment, which is going to be very unfortunate for Haster. Does not have an answer here. Tuna does end up removing the dots. It is going to put him in a horror effect, but looks like it just didn't last long enough. Is able to just to dispel himself and walk away scot-free. Gonna be ourselves Chicago joining in versus Tuna, kind of giving this man as much of an honor duel opportunity. The guy is at least able to get himself a little bit of healing. Chicago wants to get in there, but I think he's trying to give him as much of a chance to just go for a full re-heal. I don't really know what he can do. There we go, main shoot. That actually will work out. Figured that he does have himself some mana buns. So now Chicago can just go in. Want to make sure it's as much of an honorable duel as it can be. Tuna walking into this one with every single immunity. I do wonder if he's still rocking the Blessing of Protection or if he swapped spell warded. Mad damage on the Chicago. The Shaman has to use his racial and every defensive wall of the bat. Still holding on to Guardian Kings in case he ever needs to. Or Guardian of Ancient Spirits rather. Or Guardian Spirits? I keep calling it Guardian of Ancient Spirits. Every single time. Every single night we do these duels. I don't do it on purpose. It's just what my mind defaults to immediately. Knock back on the Tuna. Got him some plenty of range damage though. Trying to see if he can stay on top of Chicago. There goes the Dark Iron Racial. Removing I think a Flame Chuck, but he's actually just susceptible to control for a good 20 seconds. Big ascendance up for Chicago. Trying to see if he can blast the Tuna. If he can get an interrupt on the Tuna, if he can, let's say, go for a cast. Maybe he can make something happen. There goes the bubble really early on. Chicago trying to see if he can back up away. Tuna looking for recovery, but Chicago definitely doesn't want him to get a full reset. Tuna is kind of limited on how much healing he can do for himself because he got that flash of heal on a 6-second cooldown. Not only so much he can really do. Ghost charging, and then Chicago does that, slamming him down with a Storm Strike at the very end. Well done, well done. Chicago's a true gentleman. I agree. Chicago giving all these boys an honor duel, except for I guess for Chill Pills. You don't really gotta give him an auto duel. The man is ready. So, what did I told him go? Oh, he thought he was maybe. Oh, I think Shipples maybe was able to use the maybe use Death Advance in order to avoid the static totem from moving him and stun on Chicago. Mad damage by the best, just absolutely clobbered him down. My goodness, I did not expect for the Unholy Death to unleash that much carnage within a few seconds. Dome down for Chill Pills, trying to reduce as much damage from Elite Shaman. Light and Lasso could remove it, not really going to. Instead, Elite Shaman is the one that ended up removing that one. AMS for Chill Pills, he'll potentially just go for big defenses. Looks like he's going to back up away from Elite Shaman entirely. Just going to take that Earth Elemental and walk away with it. At least try to see if he can walk away from the set of totems over there with that Sky Fury, that Counter-Strike totem. As well as I think a Wind Fury totem over there. And shows just trying to, I think, wait out until these pets are back up and available. Static Field doesn't drag people at a certain range. Okay, that's what it was. Attract Static Field too far. Oh, okay. So did they ever fix Static Field so it's like more consistent, Chicago? Or are you just still kind of like just throwing it out in hopes that it works, but it doesn't always work? Because there definitely, I guess, a range argument makes sense. Elite Shaman up next with Chill Pills as he walks in with an AMS army that joins in. This is where Elite may have to pop cooldowns. Is gonna go for the full wall. Ascendance is ready. Mad damage on Chill Pills. Does the DK survive? Big Thunder right now. Elite Shaman could maybe take him down. Is it gonna be enough? The army that surrounds the man, but he just needs to crack through the Death and Defense. Just a couple more wind strikes. He may just have him. Big Elemental Blast. Chill Pills cannot heal. Stun onto Elite Shaman. Oh! And it just claws him down. Are you kidding me? Oh, that was so close. Oh my god. Setback popping off, and Chill Pills also making a play. Oh my goodness, boys. That was amazing. Let's get ourselves another one going. If you guys need bodies, Blue is looking for a group. If you guys need more, you got Blue. Blue, he'll do the job for you. You know? Oh my god. You guys are monsters. My goodness, dude. NA's coming out of the woodworks tonight. EU, we had a couple of good games, but we had a hard time getting like a full team together. But NA is coming in just slamming out of the park. Nothing is going to stop these boys at all. Oh my god. It's so good. It is so good. I missed the longest Evoker duel of my life, man. That's so good, man. It's so good. It was a long one though. It was between Seawork and him. It's crazy. Wait, does Chicago look? Was Chicago looking for more? Oh, Chicago actually got a spot open. Here we go. Oh, one more. I don't know if Blue Dragon was able to join in or not. Hey, Blue. You got me in? Hell yeah, guy. Hell yeah. So he's got a 5-man. Awesome. Or at least 4-man over there. Then you know no mas. One more. I want to see Chill Pose 1v1 crazy bad. Crazy, you mean? Crazy bad? Oh, yeah. So that won't really work until we both get on PTR or like the next expansion beta. Because Kreisbed is EU, Chilpas is NA, but I would like to see both of them duel each other. That would be very interesting. I do wonder which one of them wins, because I do remember Kreis and some of the... Kreis and Reverends dueled each other a lot back in the beta. And they were just matched neck to neck to each other. It was really cool. Then we had Obliv and Seawark dueled each other as well. We had the Death Knights of like EU and NA, like it was... What's this? Chilled, and I think it was... He hasn't been in a bit. It's on a Holy Death Knight. Russian Holy Death Knight. What? Yeah, so it's God, I don't remember his name. I know that he's on Holy Death Knight. He was in full black ironclad with black and red armor. Orc. I don't remember his name, dude. I'm so bad with names. But him and Chill dueled each other. Oh, Chicago and Archie was my favorite. Because there was two shamans fighting each other. It was a back and forth. It was so clutch. It was awesome. It was wholesome because you never really get to see EU and NA play together. But when they did on the beta, oh, it is awesome because you have Archie win, then Chicago win, Archie win, Chicago win, and they're just neck to neck. And they're just... And the best part is, like, sometimes you'll have people, like, that are super annoyed at each other, like, going back and forth with these duels or whatever. Like, some people would just, like, hate each other in that situation. They would just, like, have mutual respect for each other. Just absolute respect. If, let's say, Chicago's down on cooldowns, Archie would wait for them. If Archie's down on cooldowns, Chicago would wait for them. Every single time. They would try to keep it as even as possible. Top 5 NA winners and top EU winners, let's go. Dude, I think that'd be awesome. Top 5, like, all-time best of NA and EU. That'd be great. Although the problem with, like, PTR... EU is actually walking into PTR at a disadvantage. They lag a little bit more than NA because the servers for PTR are hosted in the NA, like physical servers are in the NA region. So NA actually has an advantage over EU on PTR. On the beta, I think they did a pretty good job of like getting it close enough where it's not that much lag for either one, but it's still going to be like everybody has lag basically. So it's as fair as it can be because it's not unfair to anybody. I think what they try to do is they have a local server in EU, local server in NA, and they kind of just try to connect each other closer or something, right? They try to do something to make sure the experiences are like playable as possible for all content. But yeah, it's just not ideal. PTR is a little bit more like one-sided. It's a little more NA favored. Instead of 170 ping, thinking it horrible because of it. Yeah, as a melee. Unless you, like, the only way to really get used to 170 ping as a melee, for example, is to just play with it constantly on live. And then you can get used to it because you can adjust. But adjusting in the moment, like, you'll be chasing after a mob and it's running right in front of you, and you think you're literally on top of it to hit it, but you're not. On your screen you are, but in the game you're not. So you're not actually able to hit it. Yeah, it is not ideal. We need Onomaz boys. If you guys got a friend that want to join in, let them know. Chicago got a group in the Raids Legacy section for the 5V5 1v1 Duels group. And yeah, get in there. What's up, Cursing? How you doing, man? Just woke up, been sick. I hope you feel better, Cursing. Yeah, whatever you got, man. I hope you feel better. Hopefully, I guess now's a pretty good time to get sick. So at least hopefully you're nice and healthy by the time Time 1 comes out, if you're really playing that. But hopefully you're doing good, my guy. Hopefully you're doing okay. I always expect for it not to drag anyone, but I know for sure if you drag it too far, it won't drag no one. Okay. So there's like a chance that you just won't drag. I really do wish they made it consistent, because some of the stuff you're doing with the dragging has been awesome. But if you're like expecting that it won't work, then I guess you can't really ever like get disappointed, or you can't really like if you're like thinking it's not gonna work, 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 then and you move them and it does work, you could adjust to it because it's like, oh, it's favorable change. But if it doesn't work, then at least you're prepped for it. But I could kind of understand like tossing it out, moving it, and just be like, okay, we'll see what happens. Maybe it'll work, but you're like planning for it not to work. Because at least in that case, at least it would be them better than just keeping it there and not moving it. Because at least the enemy like is stuck in there for a bit, and at least you kill it. I honestly think it like, because when you could, like when it has like a tick rate of like how often it pulls people back. So I feel like when you move it as a tick rate happens, then it will move them. But if you miss the tick rate, then I think it won't move them at all. I think that's what it has to be, because if you keep running at it, certain classes, like if you just got sprints, you'll run into it, it'll pull you back, but if you keep sprinting past it, you'll kind of run past it a little, but it'll yoink you back, and you can keep running past it, and you keep yoinking it back because it remembers that, oh, I'm supposed to keep yoinking them back in. But like, it's supposed to knock you as soon as you touch it. But if you keep running past it, that's probably what happens. Like there's a tick rate to like how often it like yoinks you back in. Kind of like how the slow totem for Earthbind, for example, it like pulses. Probably is the same thought process of like yoinking. If you're past a certain point, it will keep yoinking. But if you move them, it's kind of like a Mage blinking out in a way. Pretty sure it's a max range 40-50 yards, and anything past that at least for me won't move people. That's a decent range. I mean, being able to move 40 yards somebody, that's pretty nice actually. You know? Or 39 yards, 38 yards, even 30 yards away. Why is that battle pet the same size as the playable race? I guess it depends on the battle pet, right? Yeah, I have no idea. Maybe future battle pet confirmed. Future allied race confirmed. Maybe. You know. All right, boys. We need uno más. Who else can invite me? Well, that's gonna toss a good old invite. We're gonna do Bobby. Maybe Psycho. I keep asking Psycho every single week, but he ain't interested. I could see if Kraken wants to join in. Hey, Kraken. Let's see if Kraken wants to join in. That's 1-to-1 class. It'll probably be a class that has self-survivability. So I would say like a Paladin is a really good one. Like perfectly played against each other. I think a Paladin is in a good spot. But also like a perfectly played Feral Druid could do well too. Demonology Warlock to some degree as well with the pet damage. I got you +1, Chicago. Get you +1. On the way. Got your +1 on the way. Give me a second. Kraken will be able to join in soon. The pre-order battle pad posted in general. Oh, that guy. Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. But I mean, it's basically like what? It's one of those like, well, Draconid kids, right? It's a Draconid kit. And like, they won't be like super extra tiny, though proportional to like what a Draconid kit look like. You know? What's his name again? What's the pet's name again? Hold on, I can find him. What's it called, chat? Dragonflight. It is Drax. Yeah. Drax. Yeah, he's just like a goblin size. Or like a Volpera size. He's literally a Draconid kid. Or kit, whatever. Is it, I don't know if he... Spawn? Does he have her... And you're like, a Draconid hatchling. There we go. A Draconid hatchling that is curious, as a curious side. But now's the time for curious things. It's just literally a Draconid hatchling. He's a normal Draconid hatchling size. What's wrong with that? Scale versus any other class? Yeah, invite someone else. BSB. Yo, something I would love to, man. I'd love to. Okay, invite. What I can do is I can get invited by Chicago. I invite Kraken in, and then I leave, and we're good to go. Get a flying mount with him, Dal. Oh yeah, I forgot. He does have a flying mount, doesn't he? That's like a bird of his own. Does he like flies on? Hold on, I got a mount. There's a bird. Yeah, he got a bird. Straight up just fights on a bird. Although it's interesting that they gave him that bird, because basically like the red version of like the cold bird. I guess they do have those phoenix birds and dragon lands anyway. Except they don't really look armored or anything. Let me do it like this. I'll invite Kraken and I'll join together with Kraken to Chicago's group. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sign up both of us. Both of us. Oh, we're gonna join in. I'm bringing him with you. I'm here to drop off Kraken into you guys' group. Here we go. Alrighty, and I'm out. Cool, we're in. Hey. Alrighty, switch. Put down a match. Chicago, Night King, 5. What map have we not done? We've done most of them. Really. Oh, Tigers. We haven't done that one. So we have like what, 1 or 2 matches with us with Whisper? 1 or 2 matches? That'd be plenty. By the way, you gotta give me credit if that's NA versus EU gonna happen. Oh god, perfectly fine with that crypto. Ah! Declined! What happened? Did we lose him one more? You need 1? Ah! Night King is a +1, boys! Then you don't own a moss. My man, Night King. It's a +1. You'll find him also in a Raids Legacy section. Boys, feel free to join up. Feel free to join in, or get a buddy, or get a friend. We're just need 1 more, we'll be good to go. Onomas, boys. It's almost the size of Valpera. I think it's supposed to be all basic the size of a Valpera. Oh yeah, look at him. He actually like has emotes and stuff. He like will sit if you're just waiting for too long. He'll just sit down and chill. They added him a lot of like emotes and stuff. I think if you dance with him, he'll also dance as well. Does he? He's just chilling until I start moving. Hold on, if I dance. There he goes. Look at him go. Literally has a Vampire dance. Pretty cool. Chill Pills needs 1 more, boys. If you guys want to join in, more than welcome to. Where is it? Raids Legacy section. Let's see if we can retire this bad boy. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Back to Dragon with you. Go on. You got like Dragon School or something to go to, right? Damn kids. Get off my retard. Get off my lawn, dude. Old man to hell. I'm surprised. Have they used the hatchling Drax for like any secrets by yet? I imagine they would end up using them for like some kind of like a secret quest at this point. Oh, probably not. Probably not. They'll probably do maybe add another like Draconite hatchling for people to catch. I doubt they will end up putting like a secret behind like a thing you get for a pre-order or bonus or whatever. That would have been like too much. So we need Onomas, boys. Who else can I pester this evening? I still like the name Yu-Gi-Oh! It's so good. What class are you? You have to be a Warlock, right? Summoning pets and stuff. Boy. That's us be right there, dude. Is it a Shaman though? Really? Okay. Wasn't Casper in? Or did they rotate him? Did they boot him? Because you need Onomas chat. We'll see, you need an Onomas. Alandis, I think I asked a couple of times. Malachi is getting geared on that thing. Could ask Sensei maybe? Pancakey? Ah, Pancakey. He's just getting his tunes. Reverence is doing stuff. Slunky is in. I could ask Tank. I'm gonna guess that Wild Impy is probably doing some solos. Oh, you guys got a 5-man, it looks like. Are we good? Are we chilling? The queue? As soon as I can gives me the go, I'm good to go. What's up, Gavin? Now let me know if you need people want to fight faster than me. But I got to you before you got to me. Hey, my guy, Gavin. Yeah, I just try not to bug people too much. I usually just like, I think it's, I think it's been good to just like ask people around, like, hey, you want to join duels or whatever? Because a lot of people are like, yeah, I'll be down. A lot of people are definitely down for it, but I just feel like normally I just like don't sit there and ask you guys on BNet or whatever. But ever since I did, I feel like the group's standing up much quicker now. That's kind of cool. You can also best blue jacket. Sounds good. Okay, I'm gonna guess Night King is ready. Maybe. Oh. All right, dude. I gotta watch One Punch Man again. I haven't seen second season. I haven't seen anything else they've done with it. Second season completely missed out on it, dude. I gotta find some time, dude. Oh my god, time! I don't have any of that ever. Alright, I'm gonna guess Night King is ready, right? I see. No, it's +1. Okay. So maybe we can. Yeah, that says a +1. Who was that I'm gonna ask? Let's say Tank wants to join. Hey Tank, wanna join for 5V5 1v1 DUELS? Let's see if one's in. Look at the Doomfist skin. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yes. I want to see if, because maybe Tink is pushing, because I'm going to guess Wild Imp is probably pushing. It's the end of the season, and a lot of dudes are, that join duels in regular, is the push week, man. The last 2 weeks is where people are usually just pushing as hard as I can. But we need it on the mods, boys. If you guys want to join up, or you got a friend that wants to join in, or you think got a friend that maybe wants to join in, we got a group listed in Raids Legacy section with Night King, Chill Piss, looking for Uno Mas. We'll have us as a 5-man. It'll be ready to go. Get us as a couple of games maybe for the night, yeah. We did have ourselves quite a bit though this evening, didn't we? Quite a bit of games. Because otherwise, I don't think I can really... Wait, hold on. Let me see who's on the classic. Speed? I guess I could also ask Speed. Cryptic? I don't know if Cryptic is EU or NA. It doesn't really say like EU or NA. Kurako Olive Candle? I like that. Oh, Candy. I thought it was said Candle. Can't read, obviously. Baldwin? Oh, Baldwin. Yeah, I could probably ask him. Yeah, he's on Classic. I mean, I was thinking actually doing some hardcore Classic before, what is it? I've been doing like a hardcore character on the Wrath servers, boys. And apparently you can do a hardcore one on Wrath, but a lot of people are doing it on like the Classic, Vanilla Classic. I was actually thinking of maybe trying for it. I was just gonna go like, because we got a little bit of time before 1001 comes out, right? So whenever I have free time, I was thinking like, whenever I'm not getting my ults done for the weeklies or doing PTR stuff, I'll maybe try some Classic. Like in my free time, personal free time. And I was thinking maybe go through like a class list. So just like start with Druid, go Hunter. This is a website, there's like a guide, and they just kind of have a classic from like alphabetical order from A to B. Or not really alphabetical order, but they have them like in an order. Actually, they might be in alphabetical order. I was thinking just kind of run through them, and if I die, next class, and just kind of follow their guide or whatever. They don't have a guide for classic hardcore, but they do have a guide for like leveling and stuff. Ready? Alright, cool. Got ourselves a group. Beautiful. Chicago Lordaeron Tigers. Yeah, I managed to get the name Cyclonian on my Orc Warrior. Oh, well done. Only 4 groups on NA left and over 12 in the EU. Currently HC race going on in Dead Mines. Really? Only 4 groups on NA left and over 12 on EU. Being the elemental you kill to get the Whirlwind Axe. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Whirlwind Axe is pretty... Isn't it just a stat stick? You know, whenever you say Whirlwind Axe, I keep thinking of the axe from Scarlet Monastery that makes you spin. But the Whirlwind Axe is just like a really solid axe, right? Just really strong weapon. Early weapon. Like a warrior class. Isn't it a warrior class weapon? Class reward? Whirlwind Axe is a fat axe with a you can get a 30 if you get boosted, and it carries it to like 2-2. Yeah. Wait, you wouldn't be able to get it in hardcore, would you? Because you can't really get help in hardcore. Basically, you just never get in the accident, yeah? Or am I wrong on that? Or is that where you help people? I don't even know how that works. Switch. We got ourselves team 1 with Ballin. Gonna be up on that team 1 with Chillpills. 5 as well soon. I'm missing 1. But I don't really know if they need extra because Chillpills kind of a one-man army versus Bar. We got ourselves Bar on that team with Elite Shaman, Haster, Whisper in the back as well as Chicago. But they're trying to figure out who's gonna be the first competitor, or rather when versus Chillpills the first victim. It looks like it's maybe going to be Haster. No, it's going to be Elite Shaman instead as an enhancement. Immediate chain of ice out of Chillpills, trying to see if he can get himself a bit of a setup. Ghost Raptors join in. Chillpills got himself a bit of that Morsels Winter blind onto Elite Shaman, trying to make sure he gets himself a proper stun. Got himself lots of mastery off these Ghost Raptors. Big mortar strikes, or not mortar strikes, but big blitz coming through. Lots of damage. Elite Shaman got himself a wall, trying to go for healing into a second stun. That's going to be Counter Strike Totem. It's going to be Chillpills eliminated out very, very quickly. Yet more totems getting eliminated. Trying to make sure Elite Shaman does not get any more help from any of his buffs and totems. Big Thunder onto the DK as Elite Shaman does get himself a little bit of healing. Could go for a mass ascendance. I think Elite Shaman at some point is going to have to get himself a bit of a setup and then go for a big ascendance go. I don't know if he's playing into like a Wind Fury build. I don't know if he's got himself like what kind of a setup going on, but it's definitely gonna have to maximize the burst of abilities together and then just go all in onto the Death Knight. And I think he honestly could probably do a pretty good job as long as he can do it before Chillpills goes in for full burst. Because once he's doing that, then he may be in a bit of trouble. Big grippy hand right now. Is it going to be Rumor Switcher? This is why Elite Shaman is going to take a lot of damage. No wall available for this one. It's going to be big damage set up at Chillpills. Big set it up for Elite Shaman. Trying to see if he can go for Counter Strike Totem versus the DK. Actually able to slam it through Chillpills. No way. Wait a second. Maybe Elite Shaman turns it around. No, Chillpills does go in for the Lynchborn IBF. Death Pact that just goes in for the most amount of slams possible. Whisper dropping down big Blazestorm. Execute available. Could go for a big parry. Blind by Chills. Trying to see if he can get himself a better angle. Does strike off of Whisper. When does Whisper get to reconnect? Charges with Chillpills into a stun. Does not have the adaptation anymore to make him out of that CC. What got your adaptation out actually? It wasn't a blind, was it? Maybe actually. Hold on. What was something? It was a stun? Was it a stun? Might have been a stun. I'm not really sure honestly. Silence. I think it was a silence. Right? Is that what that was? Chillpills super low on health in that execute range. Whisper trying to see if he can chop him down. This is going to be a big war break, and Chillpills is not in a great spot. Wants to go for a full stun onto the warrior. Got himself a couple death strikes. Looking to freeze him. Doesn't get to. Got himself a blitz and everything. Big bleed by Whisper win. But oh, do get him. But Chillpills is at no help whatsoever. This man is just bleeding out. I think it's over, isn't it? First aid. Oh, that is so much damage. Oh my goodness. What do you do in that situation? Ballin gonna be up next. Got himself a big stun onto Bar. And Bar might just have to pop himself a big immunity here really early on. Blind onto Ballin as he's gonna back up out of this best as he can. So Whisper does end up getting that kill. That counts. That counts either way. That bleed, well done. Setup, it's yours, man. It's yours, King. My goodness. So even though he wasn't there to execute Chillpills directly, he did leave him grievous enough. That was a big enough wound. Well, the death, there's no way to recover. Actually, maybe Chillpills could have maybe recovered if he were to like grip somebody from Team 2. Grip him and death strike off of them to kind of carve health off of them. Maybe you could have made someone work there, but it's still a bit rough. Balling got himself a big go versus Bar. Big wake of ashes at the ready as Bar just trying to see if he can find himself a little bit of line of sight. Does not want to give up the bubble to Balling all that easily. He definitely wants to make sure he got a proper setup. Big hammy hand over Ballin's head. This is where Bar maybe goes in for a big go. Got himself maybe a big setup. Shield of Venus at the ready. Ballin taking big hits. That's going to be bubble out of Ballin. That's where Bar could actually go for bubble of his own. Now he's got that a bit of the chess match versus Ballin. If he wants to go for a bubble himself, he may just be able to. Oh, there goes the bubble as Ballin tries to see if he can maybe capitalize a big final reg. Versus just trying to see if he can maintain damage on Ballin though. So Bar is going to be in a bit of a weird spot. Got himself hand of freedom. Hodge, no way out for this one. I think it may be over. I think Ballin Mage just have it. Does end up get himself the big slammer jammer in there. With Haster charging now, seeing if he can maybe get himself some damage. Versus Ballin. Normal bubble. Could remove the bop easily. Cross my fingers on the bleed. Yo, Kraken, that was perfect, my guy. Now, misclack Sag. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, Spell Warden. Never mind. I was thinking Haster maybe has Ballin in the ready. But that Spell Warden is actually going to be able to deny Shadow Priest a lot of damage. Trying to see if he can go for big Void Eruption into Ballin. Doesn't quite get to cast it fully. It's going to be a stun lock by Ballin. But Hasty is going to get himself yet another eruption. Massive void bolts are attacking Ballin, trying to see if he can avoid it as best possible. It is going to be a Siphon, get himself a slow onto Ballin, still taking a lot of that dot damage. Siphon not going to be feeling all that great, though does eliminate it very quickly. He's trying to see if he can catch up a little bit of health. Haster just kind of moseying over, floating over there, trying to see if he can get some damage. And Blind? The Blind was a little weird because it kind of like resets you back to where you were. Interesting. Shadow crash by Haster. Ballin just trying to see if he can cut right through the priest. Maybe a disperse situation right here. He's kind of in a bad spot. There goes the disperse. Not much you can really do. And Ballin, I think he's just waiting now for the disperse to be over. He got himself plenty of damage already. The Haster maybe has himself some kind of like a way to reposition, maybe some kind of winning strategy. Does he maybe have a lot of healing he can work with? He does have defensives. Maybe he can get himself a big setup versus Balling with a CC chain. Mind games to the ready. Try to see if he can go for an interrupt. Does miss it. He should get himself full interrupt. Actually cannot be interrupted anymore unless Balling got a stun or a blind. He should take a bit of damage from the Chill Defenders. Does go for a little bit of self-heal as well. It is going to be a stun, lock him down, but he should got himself plenty of recovery. Maybe he can live long enough. He got himself the power ward life count back up very soon. He can maybe use it in order to stabilize it a little bit. Balling got nothing left for this one. So if Haster got any kind of stuns or anything for the guy, he's going to be in a great spot. Haster, though, not a great spot himself. Oh my God. Alrighty then. Chicago charging out. They got 4 people to get through the stun. Balling is going to go for the trick immediately. Trying to see if he can maybe push Balling over the edge here. As a Paladin taking big hits, massive lightning bolts, laying hands, barely does anything for him with 31% dampening. It is giving him a little bit of recovery, but this man needs a wall, he needs a shield of enemies, he needs something, anything right now in order to be able to give himself a little bit more survivability. Wings, maybe that'll be enough. Trying to keep himself alive. Blinder in Chicago, no more trinket available for the Shaman. Shield of enemies ready for Ballin, so at least he got himself a little bit of a buffer for his health. Can Chicago crack right through it? Knocking Ballin out in the open, so you can't really hide behind the pillar for too long. Stun in Chicago. Ballin still not out of the woods just yet. Trying to see if he can get aggressive with Chicago. Big wake of ashes. Chicago does end up lava lashing him down though. Well done. Rid of some dumb man Nicholas. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you enjoy. Too bad you don't like red Nicholas. It looks like we got yet another red on the down the pipeline here with Tuna being up next. Chicago does not have a trinket for this one though, so it's gonna be a little bit rougher. It is a Paladin walking in with full cooldowns. Chicago does have still wall as well as the Guardian, Ancient Guardians talent. So they have plenty of defenses to work with. If they can maybe time a Draenei Racial during a stun, they'll be in a fantastic spot. Trying to see if they can grip Tuna away. Tuna does end up eliminating the totem very quickly. Stun on Chicago. Does not have a grinding. Actually, he does play grinding totem, but wasn't able to grind it or anything off of the blind. Tuna get himself full setup. Chicago full defenses on the ready. May have to go for the Guardian. He is going to go for the Guardian. Got himself the Draenei Racial to give himself a little bit of percentage health healing. Can go for either damage or healing in order to catch up. Tuna taking big fat hits. That's going to be a bubble right now. As Tuna trying to see if he can maybe capitalize some damage on the Chicago. 41% dampener. This is what Tuna needs to go for recovery. That or have some kind of defensive with the ready. I don't know if he's running Spell Warden or Blessing of Protection. Neither is going to be able to help you out in this case. All he can maybe go for is laying hands at this point, I think. Maybe he can try Blessing of Protection last second or Spell Warden, whichever one you got. But that's about it. Shield of Vengeance is getting broken out very quickly with the Elemental Blast. As Chicago looking to recover behind the pillar quickly. Next stun could be very deadly though. Chicago is not out of the woods just yet. If you can ground the next Hodge, you'll be in a great spot. Ghost Raptors at the ready. Tuna trying to see if you can bail. Blessing of Protection, not going to be able to do much for you. Static Totem not letting you go anywhere. Trying to see if you can boop him away from the pillar. Next, Deadly Blast or Lightning Bolt could be the play. Tuna does go for the Hodge, but it is grounded. Still big damage. Oh! Chicago, how do you live that? He hodged, but the Hodge landed on the grounding. He went in for the big hammer and then almost wiped out Chicago. That was insane. Man 5 comp is going to be up next, trying to see if he can get himself a better angle versus Chicago. Chicago does have a trick back up. Welcome back up in about 10 seconds. Guardian not making a return for a good 40. So you are limited to what you could really work with. Reflect up immediately by the warrior as they're trying to mount up. Maybe see if it can catch you off guard. Maybe go for a leap. Storm bolt around the corner. Chicago can't really respond here. It is going to knock the warrior back. It is going to be charged. However, the warrior is still having to slow down. Chicago is still unable to really get himself a proper setup onto the Shaman. Finally able to get himself enraged and finally in the melee combat. Chicago does have a wall in case they need him. It's going to be Capacitor Totem. Stun or true 5 comp. Is it enough though? Second stun potentially. Tries to see if he can eliminate Totem. Doesn't quite get to. It's going to be defensive for 5 comp. It's going to be Reflect. Doesn't actually get dragged by the Static Totem, which is unfortunate. but it's gonna be 5Com. Has a bit of help to work with fear on Chicago as soon as they poke themselves from behind the pillar. Got himself the big bleed. Stormbolt to follow. Knocked back with a charge. This is gonna give you a little bit extra rage to work with. But 5Com got himself full avatar for a second. Is there going to be defensive stance? Trying to see if he can tank up a little bit of damage. Chicago with a Guardian should be able to heal himself up to full. Big Yellow Blast onto the Warrior, taking him out. And Amiko is going to be the last one left over for the team one as a Demonology Warlock of Valpera. Interesting. Yo, that set kind of fits a Valpera, honestly. I don't know what it is. I think the helmet is kind of like big for your head, but also Valpera's heads are kind of big as well. I don't know what it is. Just why does this look kind of funny to me? Not that it's a bad mug or anything. It just looks hilarious. I'm making it worse. I'm making it so much worse. I'm dissing this man's mog, dude. I'm gonna shut up now. That's gonna be full. Demon Dog is charging in. Gonna be Chicago actually moving the static totem to make sure it's in position next to Amiko. Double stun to follow. Is gonna go for tricking off of that pet. Big zap onto Amiko. Could be going down right here. Static totem can't really escape easily. Got him some wall. Trying to see if he can move the totem. Doesn't really go as far as he wanted to. Tyron getting summoned up. And that's gonna be a full root onto these pets. And Chicago thinks he's able to deal with the pets. Got himself the Vile Fiend back there. At least can generate some Maelstrom off the Vile Fiend. Might use the Maelstrom offensively or defensively as the full Felguard runs in. Maybe can go for an interrupt right now. It's going to be Shadow Bolt. Amiko taking a big Ellie Blast. Do they have anything to follow right now? I think it might just be over. I think Chicago may just have it. This is one more global. The Ghost Raptors are on him. Oh! And the Raptors just take him out before Chicago can even reach him. Chicago crawling back that victory little by little through these Paladins, man. Or at least one of the Paladin, the Warrior. And at least one, no, double Paladin actually. There was 2 Paladins. Never mind. Well done, well done. Let's get us another one going, boys, yeah? Another one if you got a group, man. Yeah, we have a 5-man at the ready, boys. Let me know if we got a group. Let me know if you got a 5-man or if the groups fell apart, boys. I want to see if you can maybe get at least Unomas in here. Okay, cool. I do need to go back and delete some of those. Need one. So Chicago needs Unomas. Their groups will be listed in the Raids Legacy if you guys want to join up. The need on Unomas. If anybody want to join in, like Setback potentially, more than welcome to. Unless Setback is done for the night. Let me actually see if I can go back and I can maybe clear out some of those other audio tracks. Because I have a lot of older tracks. Here we go. I think I found them. Gone. And gone. Cool. What do we need? Group falling apart. Need 2. Okay, Night King also needs 2. Okay, we'll just call it there, boys. We'll just call it there. How did that sound? Because Night King needs 2, Chicago needs 1. At this point, it's like it's late. It is 8 p.m. We did have a lot of these duels back to back, though, boys. Hey, thank you all so much, guys, for watching. I do appreciate you. We'll call it there, man. We will call it there. UI for the groups. GG's, boys. Thank you all so much for coming by. I appreciate you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. I had a lot of fun tonight. Yesterday, EU, we were scraping the bottom of the barrel, man. I was so excited to get some duels done, and it was kind of sad because, oh, it's the end of a patch, you know, not much you can do. People either chilling, not playing, waiting for 10-1, or they're hardcore pushing, so they don't really have time for duels. So for NA, the fact that you guys joined up, I do appreciate you. We actually got to have quite a few games in here. 2 a.m. in place works out for us, man. Honestly, thank you all. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. We'll do more of these duels. I guess we'll try next week. We'll see how it goes. That or yeah, we'll probably do next week. We'll probably do next week. I don't want to go to bed. Yeah, it's all good. Next week. So next week is the final week before 10-1. I don't know how many people are going to be on. We can try to see if we can host some duels. I guess we'll still try to host duels. We'll see how it works out. I am excited for 10-1 duels though. That's the ones I'm really excited about with all the new class changes and people trying out all the different builds, all that stuff. I think that's going to be awesome. Just trying to figure out what everybody could be playing, We won't have the new tier sets with 10-1 first week, but the second week, hopefully we'll have some people getting the tier sets little by little. But yeah, very excited, man. I'll prepare my tank for season 2. Yeah, yeah, man. I've been trying to get all my alts done. I'll definitely gonna do my Shaman and my Rogue and focusing on those two as much as I can when it comes to alts. Because I'm gonna be using those for tier. Going into the Aberrus here on those two classes off the bat. And I'll see what kind of builds people play. I think I'll start with the Shaman. I'll need to figure out if I want to play like a lava build. I probably do. Aberrus is going to be very single target heavy. But that means I'll need to get a full set of mastery gear if I want to raid on that thing. But if I also want to do mythic pluses, I probably need to get a set of crit. No, actually, forget about it. Scratch that. Because the tier set is Stormkeeper. I don't need lava burst. I could just lightning bolt. Yeah, never mind. So probably it's a good thing that I've been practicing the lightning bolt build over a lava burst build then, yeah? Because at least I'm like, have experience with it or whatever. So that's good. Alright, you guys are wonderful, beautiful. Going to Shaman and Feral Druid for my character 7-1. Those are pretty good choices. I think Elemental Shaman is going to be pretty strong with the tier set they got. Feral Druid, I'm hoping Feral Druid will be good, but the tier set that gives you comp points could be very interesting. It could make you a much faster paced spec. Overall though. I do wonder if Feral Druids would ever go for like a 4 comp point finisher instead of a 5 comp point finisher. Because you're not generating bonus comp points, like would you just like bank into a 4 comp point bite now? Just because you're generating so many? Or not? Because I know for Rogues right now you would just do it at 4 or 5 just so you don't overdraw, but for Feral Druid they may have to be a little more like, no, only 5, always 5, never lower than 5 because it just does the most amount of damage, and 4 is just not even worth the value. You know, I'll just see how the math adds up for them because they may, yeah, I'll just need to see how it all goes. But that Berserk with tier set, lots of comp point building, could be really, really good. I'm excited. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna get some food, get some work done, all that stuff, and hopefully take it easy for however many days. I don't really know. We'll see. Tomorrow, 50-50 whether we stream tomorrow, chat. A good old 50-50. We'll see. But we'll see. But otherwise, you guys are wonderful, beautiful. See you guys either tomorrow, Monday, or Tuesday, or whatever else we do. Yeah, 10:01 coming out very soon. I do wonder what other class changes that we'll do. Because they've been pretty, like, regularly applying hotfixes to the PTR with the patch coming out so soon. So I wonder if they'll add any more hotfixes with, like, class tunings and stuff. I'm really hoping. Apparently, Skyrzar said something about the fixing rogues. No details. Nothing in Rogue Discord yet. But I've been told that Skyrzar said they're fixing rogues. I have no idea what that means. But we'll see. And Skyrzar generally was really good with the rogue tier set design during, what was it? Dragonflight? Oh no, during Sepulchre? And then he did rogues really well in Dragonflight. And we'll see what he do next. I'm actually kind of excited. Hopefully it'll come out something good. Alrighty boys, you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.